Hey guys, Magnus here, and today we're doing another little rewrite, alright? And this is another paid request, okay? This is from whatever comes to mind. Awesome. And this request is for Schumpert to be the main character. Crazy. So obviously shout out to whatever comes to mind. And also, got to do a little plugging. Make sure to become a member if you want to help support me. And if you want to see your own little request, then you have to send $4.99. But I do have a lot of requests, so I must preface that I might not get to your request all too soon. Hopefully I can get it within a month. I'm going to hopefully do another one of these videos maybe this week, actually I say this week, Sunday, tomorrow. Probably Monday, Tuesday, maybe. I'll try my best to do it. But shout out to every channel member. We've got the Rookie Survivors, Baddie, Ralph Farhar, Samuel Jordan, Just Jordan, and August Fisher. And then bigger shout out to the Walker Slayers. You've got Red Lemon Cola, whatever comes to mind, who obviously requested this video, and Coda Col. Alright, so big requests to them. Now, next episode is going to be Coda Col's request, because he sent one request. I forget what character it was, but we'll get to that character when we get to it. But today we're doing Schumpert, which is going to be fun. So hopefully, sorry for all the preamble there at the start of the video. We'll get into it now, but I have to show my appreciation for everyone who supports this channel. I really do appreciate it. So today, like I said, we're doing Schumpert as the main character, and I've changed this up a little bit as well. Now, I've added a few extra characters, removed some characters like the COVID characters. I can't be bothered with them, and like I think Amelia and Milo were on the last tier. And somebody suggested I make my own tier, so I don't have to keep adding characters. Very good idea. Probably should have done it sooner, but here we are. I've done it for you. So yeah. I've made my own tier. I'll leave it in the link in the description so you guys can use it too if you want to in your own little real wheel rewrites. And formula's been updated as well, and hopefully I can send the formula. Someone also suggested posting the results so they can like follow along. I don't know how to do that because I'm already like at the word limit in the description when I post the formula, because the description does have a word limit. So I'm not really sure how I do that. But I do want to create a Discord server for my channel. I do have a Discord server, but it's like a dead server, and it's also for like it's got a bunch of people in it for an unrelated media for what my channel used to be. So I probably need to create a brand new Discord server. But anyone who would like to give me a hand on that, let me know. I made one years ago. I probably could do it, but it's more the fact I've not got much time. But if someone would like to help me, I'm asking for free, of course, but so it's a lot to ask for. But if you help me make it, you can be an admin. You can be an admin. But yeah, anyone who'd like to help, let me know, and maybe I'll send you a link. Yeah, so the next episode is Coda Kai's request, which is going to be Axel. I just figured it out. Anyway, let's get into it, because I've done too much rambling. So yeah, Schumpert is going to be our protagonist today. So we've got new wheel here. Now, there's going to be a love interest, and I think when we get to Alexandria, Barbara will be a love interest. But we're going to have a love interest in Season 1. So who is Schumpert going to be in love with? Oh, and also I'm going to be doing the main character thing a little bit differently. We're going to be rolling for it at the start, but I think I'm going to... Bro. Should we just make it T-Dog? Why not? Schumpert's love interest is T-Dog. We could do. Yeah, why not? Why not? So Schumpert and T-Dog, a beautiful couple, alright? They're a beautiful couple. It's what the wheel decided, guys. And also, I've got this little thing here, just for like a kid that Schumpert is going to be kind of somewhat caring for. So Eliza. So Eliza's, obviously, is still Morales' daughter and all, but Schumpert is going to be, you know, treating her nicely, you know, kind of like a sort of fatherish bond with her. So T-Dog's his love interest. This is already kind of weird, but not weird. No, I say weird. It's not weird. Of course, not weird. But just didn't expect T-Dog. Right. So add these guys. Remove these guys because they're already here, aren't they? And then this is our main character tier now. So we've got Schumpert, T-Dog, and Eliza. So they're our main characters. That's obviously representing Laurie, Rick, and Carl. And then we probably do need to have someone be our are Shane, someone who's got a love interest for T-Dog as well. So I guess we'll roll this. Who else is in love with T-Dog? Competing with this. This is a funny alternative. So Rick Grimes is also in love with T-Dog. Okay, there's a little bit of a love triangle going on here. So Rick Grimes is also going to be a main character. So we need 7 main characters for season 1. Right. So I'll roll. So I do need to remove. Oh shit! I need to remove Schumpert from here. Is he even here? I don't even think I don't know. There's only 20. So I need to remove Rick from here. I need to remove Eliza from here. And I need to remove T-Dog from here. Sorry, this stuff at the start is a bit tedious. I hit the wrong one there. This stuff at the start is a bit tedious, but I just want to establish who's the main characters. And then going forward, it's going to be a lot easier because I think we'll just do it naturally, like who I think probably should be a main character. And we'll roll if I'm uncertain. So it's a little bit written there more by me and less by the wheel, but I think that makes more sense because people have pointed out that they're being like minor characters made major characters and then they die like a couple spins later. It's a bit underwhelming. So Amy's also going to be a major character, and Amy's going to be the person who saves Schumpert in Atlanta. So Rick probably still goes through that entire. Well, actually, I guess in this scenario, Rick was probably never shot. That's what we'll say. Rick was never shot in this scenario. He just escaped with his family and Shane, etc., etc. But then they eventually went to the Atlanta camp. So basically, it all transpired how it happened in the show. Albeit Rick wasn't shot. He was with Carl, Laurie, and Shane, and eventually made it to the Atlanta camp. And instead, Schumpert was Schumpert a cop? I guess he doesn't have to be a cop. We don't really know what Schumpert's life was before, but something happened. Maybe some altercation. I mean, Travis Love, the actor who played Schumpert, also did play a Vatos thug. So maybe he was actually a member of the Vatos. Maybe we can go with that. And he was shot and he was put in a coma and then he woke up in a hospital. Yeah, we'll go with that. So that's what happened to Schumpert. He was a member of the Vatos. He was shot. He was put in the hospital. And then he woke up. And of course, he met Morgan and Duane. Same thing happened. And eventually he rode to Atlanta looking for, some sort of sanctuary. Maybe he was actually looking to hook up with his Vatos gang members. Obviously, he wouldn't know that the Vatos gang members were in the nursing home. He wouldn't know that because obviously that's not where they were originally stationed. I think Guillermo was just a custodian at the nursing home, and the Vatos gang members are like a separate entity that came to look after the old people. So I don't think Guillermo is actually a member of the Vatos, if that makes sense, even though he's like the leader of the Vatos. Anyway, another main character, we've got Morales. So Amy's going to be the one to save Schumpert when he comes riding in to the city. Yeah, and I guess Morales can be like our Andrea? I don't know. Maybe. Or just another main character. Or I guess he could be our Dale, assuming Dale doesn't get hit. And so another main character, our last main character, is Miranda Morales. Okay, so in this scenario, I guess Rick's the main character still, but Laurie and his family are like less so. So they are kind of like how Morales was like a fairly big character in season 1, but his family are just there in the background. I guess in this scenario, Shane and Laurie and Carl are just kind of in the background, whereas Rick's a center stage because although he's with Laurie, he secretly has a crush on T-Dog, but T-Dog has already decided to be with Schumpert. Maybe they meet each other. Shumpert's like, "Oh my god, T-Dog, is that you?" And T-Dog's like, "Yo, Shump," and they're like, they're they're going out. They're a little couple, or maybe they're an old fling, and they kind of they kind of rekindle it. I don't know. This is what the wheel decides, guys. Okay, I can't help it. Okay, I've got to go with the gay Schumpert love story, Schumpert T-Dog love story, with Rick pining over T-Dog the whole time. Okay, so those are our main characters. We don't need to do any more roles for that. So, and we got the love interest. So, who is handcuffed on the roof? And of course, this has to be a minor character because, it has to be a minor character. Glenn. Okay, so I think what we'll go with is Glenn was the one being racist. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe in this scenario, Glenn's a big old racist. Yeah. Maybe Murrow wasn't there. Murrow wasn't on the mission. Glenn was. And maybe he gets really pissed off that they risked it all to save... That Amy, because Amy was the one to do it. That Amy risked it all to save Schumpert. And maybe T-Dog's back at the camp as well. So we can have that reunion. And something happens. Glenn gets a bit crazy. I don't know. Maybe he starts throwing punches. Maybe in this universe, Glenn's a bit... Glenn's racist. I don't know. Glenn's just going crazy, okay? Because he's like, why do we risk it all for Schumpert, okay? Who is this guy? Why do we risk it all for this idiot? And so, I guess Schumpert handcuffs Glenn to the roof for being erratic. Or, alternatively, it could be something else where we could say he didn't get handcuffed necessarily. He just got stuck. Yeah, I don't know. He's got his arm stuck or something. Yeah, he's like retrieving. I don't know. They drop something. They dropped like oh, actually, wait. Hear me out. So there's like a little drain or something, and he dropped one of Dale's tools, and he's like, guys, we got to get it, because Dale's going to be pissed at me. Because that was the whole thing, right? Or was it Jim's tools? I don't remember. But, so he puts his hand in like some sort of thing to get the tool back, and then he gets his arm stuck, and then Shumpert's like, we're going to help you get out of here, man, don't worry. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's what happened. And so they went to try and get Glenn back, but Glenn... They found that his arm was gone and that he chopped his arm off. And so, yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, Guillermo. Does Guillermo come with the group? Heads, yes. Tails, no. So this is after they've kidnapped a member. Let's just say they kidnapped Amy because she's our version of Glenn now. So Tails, no, he's dead. Bro, Guillermo always gets the short end of the stick, doesn't he? We never have Guillermo. Maybe one time I'll just change it up. But yeah, I'll put Guillermo is dead, sadly. Maybe one time I'll just decide in the future. Who knows? So Guillermo just died off screen as is. So and then off screen either Morgan or Duane has to die. So let's do a thing for that. Not dice, coin. Tails. So Tails is heads, Duane dies. Tails, Morgan dies. So Morgan dies in this scenario, and we've got Duane instead, which is interesting. So no Morgan, it's Duane. Oh, that's not Morgan. Oh God. Morgan, come up here. No Morgan. We've got Duane. Okay. Right. Ed's death. So we've got a minor character death here. Who gets the Ed death? So who was in their tent, beaten and bruised, and sadly, gets eaten. It's Carol. Oh, well, there you go. We have a reason as to why she was beaten and bruised. Because Ed beat and bruised her. So, that's a dog joke. So Carol is getting eaten by walkers. Very sad. Where's Glenn also? Sorry, Glenn. We have to put you down here. Now with the governor and all that. Glenn being a Merle is kind of funny, actually. Interesting. Ed's death. So that was Carol. Amy's death. So who gets Amy's death? Again, another minor character. Aww. So Jacqui was leaving the RV, asking, is there any toilet paper? And Jacqui gets bitten on the thing. And maybe actually, because T-Dog and Jacqui kind of had like a little bit of a friendship going on, I think. Because obviously, like, it's like minor. Because like T-Dog like, no, Jacqui, don't kill yourself. And she's like, no, baby, I've got to. And then he's like, all right, fine. And then he leaves. So maybe in this, like, T-Dog's like a bit closer to Jacqui, maybe. So maybe like T-Dog's quite emotional over her death, and we have the whole, Andrea holding Amy thing, but in reverse. Well, not in reverse. Instead, it's Jacqui and T-Dog. And then finally, we've got the Jim death. So who gets the Jim death? Who gets bitten? And then they decide to leave by the side of the road. Oh, is it going to be Jim? Is it going to be Jim? Or is it going to be Merle? Merle! He always gets shafted, man. Merle, because at this point he was a minor character, so yeah. So Merle, he gets bitten, and he asks Daryl to leave him by the side of the road. So that's what happens there. So I guess Daryl and him decided not to rob Atlanta Camp either. Or maybe they did, and then like it was during the attack, and they decided to go back and help. And then for his troubles, Murrow got bit, and he was like, what the fuck was the point of this? Like, why did I listen to you, Daryl? I shouldn't have saved these stupid people. I got myself bit. Maybe there's a whole thing there. I don't know. Anyway, so who decides to look for family? So this has to be a minor character as well. So this character is going to head off and look for family. Okay, so we're doing this again. So it's going to be Andrea. However, Andrea and Dale. Because Amy's the main character, so she can't leave. So it's going to be Andrea and Dale that go. And so what I'm going to do here is obviously they have got their parents, right? And I don't think Daryl, even though Daryl bumped into Andrea and Amy's parents, that's a whole thing. I don't know if you heard about that. It's in Survival Instinct. Daryl bumps into the video game. Daryl bumps into their parents, but they're dead. I guess in this universe he didn't put the dots together. Well, actually, he doesn't really ever talk to her about it anyway, because they don't really know, do they? They sort of ponder on where their parents are. But I guess, Andrea and Dale go to look for Amy and their parents. And Amy's like, Andrea, don't do it. And Amy's like, Andrea's like, listen, we've got to find out if I need closure, Amy. I need closure to see if they're alive. And Dale agrees to take her. Maybe they take a different car, maybe not the RV. Or maybe they take the RV, I don't know. Actually, no, they don't take the RV because the RV is going to come into play later. So they take a car and they go to look for Amy's parents. And they say, we'll meet at the CDC. Or maybe they got like a little meet-up point, but obviously when the group tries to meet up, they just don't come, and then they assume that both Andrea and Dale must have died or something. So they go missing, and they will come back in Season 8. So, bye guys. So Andrea and Dale have left the show for forever. Well, not forever. They'll be back in Season 8. Have you added Jenna? I haven't added Jenna, actually. So we'll add Dr. Jenna, but he's only a minor character, so I'll add him here. So Dr. Jenna. And yes, right. So the characters heading to the CDC is our main guy Shumpert, along with the love of his life T-Dog, who also I should say T-Dog. Oh well, T-Dog is obviously immune. I mean not T-Dog. Shumpert's immune. Sorry, and T-Dog is T-Dog is immune till season 3. Okay, right. So there we have it. And obviously Rick's there as well, and he's pretty mad. He's like, oh my god. I'm gonna say, no, I can't. No, I'm not even gonna say that. Okay, I had a dreadful thought, something that Shane did in the CDC, and Shane did Rick do it instead. Okay, CDC explosion. Roll a D4 to see how many people do not make it. Also add Jenna there. So roll our D4. 2. Okay, so it is how it is. It's just the same. So we got to roll for our minor characters. Okay, no, I like this. So Ed, feeling immense guilt for beating up Carol and that kind of causing her death, decides to stay and he's not worthy of his daughter. Maybe he admits to what he's done to his daughter as well, the dreadful things he's done to his daughter, and he's like, I'm no man. I don't want to go on living without my Carol on how I treated her. So Ed decides to commit suicide, and obviously Sophia is forced to leave with a bunch of strangers, and also Dr. Jenner just has his normal death. So there we go. I kind of like that. That's kind of a cool, like, not a cool character, but you know what I mean, like. At least then we don't have to have piece of shit Ed coming around. He just kind of admits he's a worthless piece of shit and he may as well stay. Yeah, I kind of like that. So then who gets shot? This actually has to be a main character. So who gets shot? So we're into Season 2 now. The group that leave the CDC. We've got Shumpert, T-Dog, Rick, Laurie, Carl, Shane as well. Daryl, Jim, Morales, Miranda, Louie, Eliza, Sophia, and Amy. Now, I need to decide who's the main character, because in Season 2, we get... where did I write it? Season 2, we got 8 main characters. So... Oh, no! Rick's the one who gets shot. Okay. So Rick is shot whilst out hunting for deer. And then which Greene family member did it? So we're going to do a separate one here. We got Hershel, we got Maggie, we got Beth, we got Otis, Patricia, and Jimmy. So we're going to decide which one did it. And this person is also sadly going to get the Otis death. I'm going to do a 2-in-1. It was Beth. Oh no, we had Beth as the protagonist last episode, and now she's dying straight away. So Beth accidentally shoots Rick. I guess T-Dog's like, no, not Rick. And Shumpert's like, wait, why do you care so much about Rick, T-Dog? He's like, well, I don't know, I've got kind of feelings for a man. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. So T-Dog's rushing with Rick in his arms. Like maybe it's T-Dog and Shumpert are both carrying Rick to safety on the farm, and Beth was the one who shot him. I guess maybe Beth was getting practice, like Otis was giving Beth practice, because Beth kind of wait, last episode she was like in the police academy, so maybe she had an interest in guns and shit. So yeah, Beth accidentally shot poor Rick, and they rush him to the farm for to get safety try and get that bullet out of him. So it was Beth, god damn it, who did it. And then we need to, before we carry on, we need to decide which character gets an upgrade. So I'm going to add these guys as well. I can't think of which character would make sense, really. There's not one I really feel like deserves it, because ultimately there's not much. I feel like I should probably do a roll just for this one as well. But I'll add the Greenes, because why not? It can't be Beth, because she's sadly going to be dying. But I'll add them to the minor characters, and we'll upgrade. Very random indeed. Wait, what do you mean removal instances? Oh, I added. Oh shit! I just rolled. I'm an idiot. Ignore that roll. I'm an absolute idiot. I didn't even see. What have I done? Okay. No, I don't want to change. Grammarly, stop it. It's not Jimmy. Or it might still be Jimmy. You never know. Right. I've added them to this list. To the minor character list. So this character is going to be now a major character. Okay, no, I kind of like that. I like that. Do you know what? That was the one character that I thought in my head for a second I might actually upgrade to a major character, just because she's lost both of her parents. But yeah, I guess Sophia becomes more of a main character in this season. Awesome. Whereas poor Daryl is still a background character, as well as Shane, Laurie, and Carl. They're kind of like I guess our equivalent of there are T-Dogs in this scenario. They're given a few lines here and there. Oh shit! Before we do that though, who gets lost? Who gets lost? Oh wait, it can't be a Greene family member. Thinking about it. Oh wait, there you go. Oh, it's Laurie. So Laurie gets lost. Oh, that's brutal. So Rick gets shot. Laurie gets lost. Maybe that's why he got shot, because they were looking for Laurie. Oh, this is perfect. They were looking for Laurie. Then Rick gets shot by Beth by accident. And then later on, Laurie is found in the barn, sadly. Yeah. And I guess Shumpert was the one to put Laurie down. Shumpert is a man of very few words. I can't think of... He doesn't feel very present in this story yet. Anyway, but yeah. He's the one to put Laurie down eventually. After, I guess that means no Judith. But we can always have another person have a Judith equivalent, alright? So Laurie, R.I.P., found in the barn. Anyway, Hershel, Maggie, Beth, Jimmy, Otis, Patricia. I've added them, yes. They've been added. Who kills the Otis stand-in? So our Otis stand-in is sadly going to be Beth. So Beth, with immense guilt, decides to head out to look for medical supplies for poor Rick. And then this person is the one who goes with... Oh, goes with Beth. That works. She goes with Beth to get supplies and kills T-Dog. T-Dog's an evil bastard in this universe. You know, wanting to save his own ass, he shoots and kills Beth and leaves her to die at the high school. So T-Dog. Anyway, we've got the Dale death, so eventually we have Randall and all that shazazzle. But who gets the Dale death? So which main character is going out, contemplating what has been happening this whole time, and sadly... Wait, no. Eliza's also immune. Sorry, I should have said. Because she's the Carl stand-in. She's immune until Season 8. She's our Carl stand-in, so she's also immune until Season 8. But I will let her die past that, because why not? Okay, alright, okay. No, I think this could work. So maybe maybe she was a deeply religious person or deeply moral person. So this whole time she's been arguing, but maybe there's like a little bicker between her and her husband. And this is where like Eliza is like so close to Shumpert, because she's like, my parents just argue all the time. They're arguing over it. Maybe Morales is like, no, this is the right thing to do. Maybe Morales was the person who was like torturing Randall. And Miranda's like, this is wrong, etc., etc. And she goes out contemplating her thoughts, and she's attacked by a lone walker. Maybe a lone walker that Eliza was toying with, like Carl was in the main story. Oh, no, that's perfect. And so she accidentally gets her own mother killed. That's even more. That's even better. That's cinema. That's cinema right there, guys. So poor Miranda Morales, after arguing to save poor Randall, gets her. Well, not really comeuppance, but you know what I mean. So now we have who kills Randall. Now, to be honest, guys, I really kind of want this to be Morales, because if it goes on Morales, I could see it being like League Epic. So I have to roll again because it landed on Schumpert. So it can't be Schumpert. It makes no sense for it to be Schumpert because obviously. Oh, actually. Okay. I'm going to keep that first roll. Hear me out. So Schumpert kills Randall, right? And Amy is like, yo, we decided to confront him. Because Amy's like, hang on, we decided to honor poor Miranda, right? We decided to honor Miranda by keeping Randall alive. And you've just gone and killed him, Schumpert. What the fuck? And Schumpert is like, listen, he's dangerous, etc., etc. Rick's only just recovering, and maybe Schumpert's crashing out a little bit because of what happens. And he's like, Morales is right. If Miranda wasn't, Miranda died, sad, etc., but she was still wrong. If Eliza wants to be safe, etc., etc., we need to make the hard decisions, right? This ain't hard, man. The right decisions are the ones that keep us alive, And Amy's like, that's wrong. That's not what my sister did. Like, and my sister might be dead, etc., etc. And she's like, I'm telling the group. And Schumpert pulls a gun on Amy. Okay, we're doing a villain arc. Schumpert pulls a gun on Amy. He's like, no. And then he's like, put our guns down. So he puts his gun down, and then he decides to stab her anyway. So yes, in this scenario, Schumpert's kind of the villain, because Amy was threatening to expose him to the group, etc., etc. And the group was already very fractured. Because of everything that's transpired. So Schumpert wanting to keep the group together and not wanting to break poor Eliza's heart, because Eliza maybe did think that they should honor their mum, right? Honor her mother by sparing Randall. Schumpert, not wanting to break Eliza's heart, kills Amy. Yes, we're going down a bit of a villain arc here. I like it. Anyway, we've got the herd attacks. We've got to roll a d4 for how many people die. 2. So, we've got 2 people in the herd, 2 people dying. So, basically the same as before. 1 for Jimmy, 1 for Patricia. So, 2 people. So, the first one, oh no, it's Maggie. Oh, so I was thinking like the reaction for poor Hershel being so devastated that his daughter's dead. Oh, also, obviously, remember we still had the lorry in the barn situation as well. That happened beforehand. Okay, so Maggie dies. Poor Rick. Wait, was Rick running? And then like T-Dog like held Rick, like, no, Rick, don't run. Like Carol's like, Sophia. And like Daryl grabs her. And this Rick's like, Laurie. And T-Dog grabs him like, no, it's okay, don't do it. Yeah, so anyway, 2 people die. Who were the it was Maggie, wasn't it? So poor Maggie, I guess gets the Jimmy death. She goes to save Schumpert and Eliza whilst they're in the burning barn. She drives the RV, Dale's RV, and she's sadly doesn't make it. She gets bitten and stuff. Who would Maggie even be with in this scenario? I don't know. Maybe we're having a different relationship. And then, oh wait, wrong roll. Because we have to be to undermine the character. Ignore this one. Don't worry, Rick, you're safe. Bro, the Greenes! We've lost all the Greenes! Hershel doesn't make it as well, so Hershel's running away and he gets grabbed. Maybe he's in like Otis's arms, like, no, Hershel, no! And he gets devoured. So we've lost Hershel as well. Fuck, this is brutal. The Greenes have gone, so we've lost Maggie and Hershel. So they're already gone. So who then gets separated and is saved by Michonne? This has to be a main character. Okay, no, we'll stick with that. Poor this rewrite of The Walking Dead is very it's an LGBT friendly rewrite, okay? So T-Dog, who is immune until season 3, wait, I shouldn't remove him actually. I shouldn't remove him. T-Dog, immune till 3. And we'll also have Michonne before I forget. So T-Dog, who's immune till season 3, he runs off and is eventually saved by Michonne. And the whole time they think he's dead. So Schumpert is like, Rick is mad at Schumpert. There's like a bit of tension going on there because he's like, you got that beautiful man killed. And Rick's like, after Laurie died, I was thinking I could start a relationship with that T-Dog guy. And Schumpert's like, no, Rick, there's a bit of tension going on there is what I'm saying. There's bad blood. So we leave the farm with an interesting group of characters, I will say. We have... Let me just add yes. So we have Schumpert, along with Eliza, who's like a surrogate daughter. But obviously Morales is there still, having his crash out moment, and he's with Louis as well. We've got Rick, who is at odds with Rick. And Rick also has his son too, Carl. Sophia, who's kind of tagging along. I guess she's been a main character this whole time. Not sure what she's been doing, but maybe she was out there looking for Laurie instead of Daryl. Daryl and Shane are basically just glorified background characters, as well as Carl. And then we've also got Jimmy, Patricia, Otis, T-Dog, and Michonne. Now, in this season, we have a total of 9 main characters. So, we've got 7 here, and I think I'm going to decide myself. So, I feel like, to me, I want to have 1 from the Greene farm, probably, and then 1 of our OG characters. I feel like that's probably a good balance. So, part of me wants to say Otis as a main character. I'm not sure. But then we still got Jim as well, right? Jim's still kicking. Maybe should Shane be a main character now? Or should it be... Well, Morales is already a main character, isn't he? So... Or maybe it should be Shane. Shane and Otis? Shane and Otis as main characters? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Then there's Daryl, but I feel like because Shane's so connected with Rick, it's like his best friend. I feel like Shane should probably be one. I just feel like there should be one from the Greene family farm as well, though. But then we got to think of like who could be pregnant potentially. I mean, considering all the women are, I mean, would Patricia maybe like a very late stage pregnancy? What is she, like 40s, 50s? I feel like she's like 50s. I don't know. Okay, it's like a miraculous birth. Okay, she's having a baby in her 40s. So yeah, we'll say Patricia's a main character. I'm sorry, is pregnant even, not main character. So Patricia is pregnant. We'll say that, and we'll add Otis to main character, as well as Shane. That just feels right to me. So we'll go with that. All right, so we have our 9 characters there. So then who gets bit on the leg? Now, this actually has to be a minor character. So Patricia's pregnant, remember. Patricia's pregnant. So this character gets bitten on the leg. Oh, no. Carl! So Carl... Oh, no, I like this. Because Shane's like still got that kind of fatherly connection to Carl. Almost like an uncle, right? To Carl as well. So it does take a little bit away from T-Dog, I think. But Carl gets bit on the leg. And he has his leg chopped off. And... maybe Rick's actually like, Schumpert, don't do it. And Schumpert's like, I know we have our differences, man, but listen, this is your son. We're going to save him. And Rick's like, okay. And then Schumpert chops off Carl's leg. So Carl gets his leg bitten, and but he's okay. He's okay in the end. And the prisoner's like, wait, what the fuck, man? You just chopped a kid's leg off. So we just got to do the prisoners. Who gets the big tiny death? All right, so I'm hoping it's Axel this time, just so it's a bit different. We switch it up a bit. I feel like it was Oscar last time. Oh well, I guess it's Oscar again. So Oscar gets bitten on the leg. Not bitten on the leg. He gets scratched by a walker, and Tomas then beats his head in. And then which main character is the character who kills Tomas? Well, it can't be these guys. Can't be these guys. Hang on. What I'll do is I'll remove Michonne and T-Dog just very briefly. Hopefully I remember to put them back on. Who's the person who kills Tomas? kind of boring, but whatever. Shane, I guess, in this scenario is like so pissed off because poor Rick. Maybe they tried killing Rick, and Rick's like almost gets bitten, and Shane's like had enough. So he's the one. He says, "Yeah, get him in." Shit. He rubs his head, and he says, "Shit happens," and he puts the blade in Tomas's head. So we can now add Tomas to our list of dead people. Oh, as well as Oscar, of course. Oh, and now we need to add our prisoners. I forgot to add them. So add those guys to our list. Oh, minor characters, obviously minor characters. Add them to our minor characters. And then we have to do... What's next? Our Laurie death. So main character death. Let's go. And T-Dog, sadly, you are no longer... Well, actually, he's no longer immune now, but obviously he doesn't account to these rolls. Because he's not here currently. No! That's brutal, man. After he's lost... Poor Rick lost his fucking wife. Found her in a barn. He didn't realize she was pregnant, but his poor pregnant wife was in a barn, okay? And he had to watch fucking poor Schumpert put her down. And then on top of that, he lost the love of his life, or the person he loved, T-Dog, went missing, and he assumes that T-Dog's dead. And then on top of that, his son loses his leg, and he has his leg chopped off. And then Rick, I guess, gets stuck in the boiler room. Maybe the poor guy just has a panic attack. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Rick just has a heart attack. Maybe that's what happens. Because I always like to kind of do this as like a medical emergency. Rick was having heart problems, okay, because of all the stress. He's not the same man he is in this universe, okay. He's a little bit more gentle, okay. And he has a little heart attack in the boiler room. Very, very sad. And who's forced to put Rick down? It can't be T-Dog. Damn. That would have been good. But T-Dog sadly went missing. And he's off in Woodbury, shacking it up with Philip Blake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Morales. I feel like that's closer to Morales than Otis. Okay, so we're gonna say Morales. So Morales was the one to put him down, and then of course, I don't know if you can't really. Oh shit! Wait, no. Morales, put him down. You can't really have the moment of Schumpert crying, because Schumpert did not care about Rick, but maybe he's a bit sad still. He's still pretty torn up over it. But I guess we could have that moment for Shane instead. Like when Shane figures it out, Shane kind of breaks down, and he's like, no. Yeah, maybe that's what happened, because it's like his brother, right? And in this scenario, Shane wouldn't be so toxic, because him and Laurie never got together. So in this scenario, Shane would have been a bit chilled the fuck out. He wouldn't have been so obsessed over Laurie. So yeah, I think in this scenario, Shane's just broken because he's basically lost what was his brother. Anyway, now we have to have the T-Dog death. So which minor character sacrifices himself? Jim has basically been our T-Dog this whole time. He's done fuck all. So do you know what? This is basically this is our T-Dog in this universe. So yeah, poor Jim, he's basically done nothing. The show writers never gave him any lines. They never gave him any good plot points. And he just dies right. And they promised that he would do more this season, and he just dies like that. That is typical. He is our this universe's T-Dog. So poor Jim. Who is the character who then kills Andrew? So this has to be a minor character, because obviously in our universe it was Oscar, or in the OG universe I should say. I kind of wanted it to be Patricia, because she's just literally given birth, her late stage pregnancy that she had with Otis. Obviously, she's just given birth. It would be kind of boss if she was the one to kill Andrew. But no, it's Louis Morales. So I guess Louis got a gun. Maybe Morales was the one getting strangled. It was Schumpert and Morales. They came into the room. Maybe Schumpert got knocked to the floor, and Morales was about to get strangled, and then Louis is the one to put an end to Andrew's reign of terror. Did I add the prisoners? Oh yeah, Axel and Big Tiny, because Oscar's dead. So Andrew is dead, and he was killed by a child. Pretty based. So now we actually have Judith, but it's not Judith. I'm going to call it, just for you Beth stands, because I know you're there, Judith is now Beth, okay? It's baby Beth. We're going to call it baby Beth, aka Judith. Okay, so Judith is not Judith in this scenario. It's not Rick and not Rick. Sorry, it's not Laurie and Shane's child. It's instead Patricia and Otis's daughter. All right, it's a late. That was the all I could do. Okay, because I'm not having no child pregnancy. That would be weird. So we're having a late term pregnancy. Yes, she's added. So we have Gorgulio, because why not? People love Gorgulio, so I've got to add him to the tier. So does Gorgulio reform and join the prison? Heads, yes. Tails, no. Heads, yes. Heads, yes. Ooh, okay. So basically, Gorgulio. So T-Dog. It's funny because in the Destiny's game, T-Dog literally is a Merle, isn't he? So wait, no, it's not. No, he's not the Merle though. Glenn's our Merle. Where's Glenn? T-Dog's our Andrea. Sorry. So T-Dog and Michonne. They've been surviving together for months. They headed to Woodbury, and T-Dog shacked up with the governor because he was like, "Yo, this governor guy, he's pretty hot." T-Dog has a thing for British actors playing American characters. Okay, so T-Dog, he was shacking it up with T-Dog. Bro, T-Dog is like, I don't want to say it. T-Dog is, he's very promiscuous, okay? So he's shacking it up with the governor, and Michonne was like, yo, we gotta leave. And T-Dog's like, no, it's too safe here, so Michonne leaves. And Glenn, obviously they reunite with Glenn, and Glenn was like, yo, how are these Atlanta people doing? And they're like, yeah, they're all right. Because T-Dog and Glenn would have known each other. Glenn goes after Michonne, and obviously he takes Gorgulio with him. But Gorgulio ends up sort of siding with Michonne, realizing that Glenn's a bit of a psychopath, and he ends up helping Michonne, and then he joins the prison community along with Michonne, and he's able to tell them like more information. So Gorgulio joins the prison, and Michonne's already added, so I don't need to do that. Awesome. Cool. Who gets kidnapped? We've got to make it make sense. So 2 characters get kidnapped. Now these would be main characters, so we got to roll main characters. Okay. Shumpert and who? It doesn't mean it doesn't. It can't be that. It doesn't. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. So whilst out on a scavenging mission for Patricia's baby, Shumpert and Eliza, obviously they're in their bonding moment. They're kind of having a bonding. I don't know why Morales is allowing his daughter to go out, but whatever. They go on a scavenge. Maybe Eliza's like, we got to look for the baby. You know, Mom would have wanted it, Dad. Mom would have wanted me to help. So Eliza goes with Shumpert, and they both get kidnapped by Glenn. This is a great. I like this rewrite. Okay, it's picking up steam. So Eliza and Shumpert, they get. God, the governor starts torturing them. I'm not gonna say. Oh no. I was thinking of what the governor does to Glenn and Maggie. Okay, but I guess Glenn is like beating up Shumpert. He's like, you. Oh, this is great because Glenn's like, we should have never saved you. Amy should have never saved you. What happened to Amy? And then Shumpert's like, I killed her because. Shumpert would at the end of season 2 probably revealed it. Like, I killed the woman who saved my life, for Christ's sake. Maybe he goes like that for you people. And then maybe he makes up a lie. Like, yeah, Amy was the one who freed Randall. It wasn't me. Amy freed her. She was trying to join Randall's group. He makes up some bullshit like maybe that's actually what happened. And Glenn's like, I'm glad Amy's dead. I was like, what happened to Jim? Oh yeah, because it was his tools. It's like, I lost my arm trying to save that arsehole's tools. What happened to Jim? And he's like, he's dead. And then Glenn's like, I hope he dies slowly. Because that's what he said about T-Dog. This is perfect. This is all full circle, okay? So yeah, Shumpert and Eliza, they're beaten and tortured. But when the governor threatens to kill Eliza, Shumpert caves and tells them the location of the prison. But a rescue mission occurs, okay? So Michonne, I combine those 2 characters. Shane and Michonne, actually it could be, I guess, yeah, Shane, Michonne, maybe Gorgulio. Yeah, Gorgulio as well, because obviously he knows the layout of Woodbury. Maybe Morales, yeah, I guess Morales would definitely be coming as well. Morales, Shane, Michonne, and Gorgulio come to the rescue, along with one minor character, and that minor character is sadly going to be dying. No, it's Big Tiny. So Big Tiny comes along on the mission as well. And Big Tiny gets the Oscar death, sadly. So, sorry. And then eventually, someone gets kidnapped. I guess it could be... one of the main characters gets kidnapped. Who was Glenn that close to? I don't even know. Bro, I don't know. Anyway, we had Glenn. So there's a fight to the death between, I don't know, Glenn and fucking T-Dog or some shit. No, it can't be T-Dog because T-Dog's shacking up with the governor. There's a fight to the death between Glenn and, I don't know, Morales. Because obviously, because Michonne was kept alive and Glenn lied about Michonne being alive. Dead even. The governor felt betrayed, so obviously he makes Glenn fight Morales to the death. And then eventually they come and save him, and Glenn unfortunately has to come with them. But Schumpert is not happy about it, but he's like, alright, in this moment, I guess you can come with, because we need the manpower or whatever. So Glenn has been added, and then we have the Axel death. So someone has to get the Axel, so Glenn has to be added to this one, because he's a main character. Someone gets the Axel death. Oh, wait, no, one of these should have been, I think I've made too many characters be main characters here. But well. Someone gets the Axel death. So who gets the Axel death? Who is shot in the head by the governor? Missing. That's brutal. I should put missing leg. That's brutal. Brutal. So Louis Morales is shot in the head by the governor. Maybe he just knows, like, because he's like, that must be the brother. That must be the brother of Eliza. So shoots Louis in the head to spite both Schumpert, Eliza, and I guess Morales too. Shoots a child in the head. And, kills him. That's fucking brutal, man. And then obviously a battle breaks out. Why T-Dog would then not join them after they killed a child, I don't know. But maybe T-Dog just feels so betrayed because he finds out Rick's dead. And he's like, yo, that was my beloved. And him and Schumpert have officially broken up. There's too much bad blood there, okay? Maybe T-Dog finds out as well that Schumpert killed Amy. And he's like, man, you went too far, etc., etc. So maybe that's what happened there. Maybe that's what the reason why there's bad blood. And T-Dog's just unsure. And he's like, the governor's not such a bad guy. He's a much better layer than you, Schumpert. Ooh. So then Schumpert decides to head back to go get guns from Morgan, but then finds out that Morgan's dead and Duane is surviving, and Duane's gone kind of crazy into clear mode. And on the way back, there's a hitchhiker, and someone wanted the hitchhiker, and do you know what? I'm here for it. Why not? So do they pick up the beautiful hitchhiker? All right, let's have a look. Tails no, heads yes. Tails no, heads yes. Haha, no. Sorry, hitchhiker friends. It's not happening. So the hitchhiker gets the same death. Schumpert is in cold mode, and he just allows the hitchhiker to be eaten, like Rick does. So sorry, hitchhiker, you're out of here. Merle's death. So this character, with the whole meetup, the governor meetup, decides to head out and self-sacrifice themselves to buy the group immune until season 8. So no. This character decides to sacrifice themselves to obviously help the group out. Oh no! Do you know what? I kind of like this. Shane was upgraded this season into a main character, but he's basically had like a full role the entire season. You know, he lost Rick. He was there for Carl. He's really been through the ringer this entire season. So to kind of, be the one to go and do that, I think I like it, because Shane definitely would have, he's a very rageful guy. So kind of with all that, especially after Louis died, maybe Morales was the one who wanted to go do it, but Shane was like, no, you still got to be there for your daughter. Like, I know Shump's been looking after her, and you've been neglecting your daughter, but you still got your daughter, man. And so kind of to sort of spare Morales from doing it, he's the one who kidnaps Michonne, but then obviously has the change of heart, and he decides to self-sacrifice himself. And then gets killed by the governor. And then does Schumpert reform? Does Schumpert reform? Now, I probably should have done another... Schumpert is the main character. I probably should... I did think of this, but I fucking forgot when I started the video. I was going to roll a character to be another person in Woodbury, but whatever. Well, I guess we'll just skip that one. But we've always got the Hamburg. Does Hamburg reform? Tails, yes. Heads, no. Tails, yes. Heads, no. Tails, yes. Oh, we got Hamburg. So Hamburg decides that The governor is crazy. Hamburg reforms. And maybe seeing God Julia, maybe he was like a good friends with God Julia. Maybe he trained God Julia. Seeing God Julia there, maybe God Julia like meets him and he's like, "Listen, Ham, right? Governor would be crazy." And Ham's like, "All right, I'm gonna join." So he joins the group too. So we'll have to add him to our minor character wheel. Ham. I just love the name Ham. What a funny name. And we have to roll. Is it D4? It's a D4 for the finale. So how many deaths are going to be in the season 3? Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath. So season 4 finale, there are going to be 4 deaths. And that actually equates to the 2 extra characters we've added. So I kind of like that. So one of them has to be a main character. We'll do that first. So who's going to be the Andrea death? Who's our main character death? Oh, no. So I guess this whole time, what's Sophia been doing? I can't think. What has Sophia been doing? I don't know if I like it. I might veto it. We'll see who else it lands on, and I'll decide from the 2. Okay, I'm sorry. It's too perfect. It's too perfect. I'm vetoing the Sophia thing just because I didn't think it made sense, because Sophia's barely done anything. So T-Dog instead is going to be the death. So T-Dog, it gets the Andrea death because T-Dog eventually decides to that his loyalty belongs to, you know, the main group, and he's still got his feelings for poor Shump. So he's like, "No, Governor, you're wrong." And so he decides to, wait, shit. I should have added. Excuse me. Oh no. No. I need to add Milton. Milton was kind of spared here, but oh well. Poor fucking the Grimes family, man. This is brutal. No, that's like, oh, that's so awful. I hate that. I hate that so much. Maybe after seeing Shane die, that's what sort of changed T-Dog's loyalty after he found out that Shane was killed. And yeah, mate, I like that. He found out that Shane was killed, and he was like, "Oh fuck, whoa, what? Not Shane." I mean, I like Shane because he was friends with Rick, and I was cool with Shane, and that's why. And so T-Dog tried to escape. He was kidnapped by the governor, and the governor also somehow kidnapped a one-legged Carl, and just to spite T-Dog, stabs Carl repeatedly in the stomach. Bro, lets him turn. Then obviously it bites T-Dog, and Shumpert comes and finds poor T-Dog and gives T-Dog the gun to put himself down. So we've lost Carl and we lost T-Dog. That was brutal. Poor one-legged Carl, man. And then on top of that, we need 2 more deaths in the Battle of the Prison. So no, baby Beth. We lose baby Beth, and we lose. Oh, it's too perfect. So Patricia, this is brutal, man. This finale. And maybe wait, no. Okay, I'm gonna make all sense. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay. I've just came up with something, and you're gonna love it. You're just gonna love it. So, in the Battle of the Prison, instead of being well planned like they were in the show, they were a little bit not as well planned, and they were getting, you know, cover. Maybe like Daryl got shot, Otis got shot, maybe Shumpert was shot. You know, they're all injured. It looked like the governor and his people were gonna do a number. And Patricia ran with little baby Beth, right, trying to run to safety. And the governor or whoever shot. Well, I guess the governor. The governor shoots her, and she falls to the ground, killed obviously on top of the baby, like in the comics with Laurie and Judith. And so baby Beth and Patricia are dead. Otis like, "No!" And he runs to them, and all of the Woodbury fighters are like, "What the fuck? This is fucked." And so they put their guns down, and the governor's like, "What are you doing? We need to dig in." And they're like, "No, governor." They all turn their guns on him, and then he starts fucking mowing them down, like fighting his own people. And him and Martinez then, getting the. And that's why Hamburg reforms as well. So instead of just reforming randomly, he reforms during this battle. So he turns his gun on the governor. He shoots the governor maybe, as well as like God Julia's there as well, shooting at the governor. And they're all shooting at the governor, and he eventually runs off, obviously. And that's how Karen joins as well. Like Karen was there too. and she also turned a gun on the governor. So instead of the governor just mowing his down for having a crash out moment, he does it because they literally portray him because he kills a fucking woman and their baby. Oh, do you know what? I've made a much better season 3 finale. I like that. I like that a lot. Anyway, we have to add now Tyrese and Sasha to our minor characters. I guess they did the same thing that happened. Shumpert had a crash out and kicked them out. All right. No, I like this. This was a good season. I like the end. Have we got anything else to do? Yes, that's been added. And we had Karen, Bob, Mika, Zach, Julia. Oh, I've also got new characters here. So we've got Karen, Zach, Julio. I just wanted another death at the prison, so I added Julio just so we can have a... He's just a minor character. He gets shot. But he has like an epic moment where he's killing people, and Mika as well. I want another death in the prison battle. And so to switch it up, I've added Julio. So we'll do like a Julio death. Rightio. And obviously I added Zach because someone complained about Zach not being in it. And I kind of do like the idea of Zach's death just because, again, it's like another minor character that dies at the start. Just kind of, mixes things up a bit. So in the season 3, our season 3 finale, we have Shumpert alive, along with his surrogate daughter, Liza. Morales is still kicking too. He's a main character as well. We've got Sophia, who... Bro, I don't know what Sophia's been doing this whole season. Maybe she's like... She could be our Glenn? Wait, no! Instead of like the Glenn-Maggie relationship, maybe it's like Eliza and Sophia. It's like a... Because obviously, like, Eliza gives Sophia the doll, I know they're friends and there's no like romantic indicator. But why can't there be? God damn it. So yeah, maybe like Sophia and there's like a little relationship going on. And that was what the whole like season was. It was like kind of like I'd say teen, they're not really teen, but like a young little romance going on, and that was what was going on the whole time there. Now we do need to have some characters, and in some main characters, I should say. Season 4, there are 8 main characters. So what have we got? We can only add one more. So who should be the main character? So it's probably not going to be any of the new characters. I don't know about God. We've still got Axel kicking around as well. But in terms of characters who have actually done something... Wait, what have I done there? Oh, and Patricia and baby Beth. Judith. Should add that too. Just so I remember. Zach's death. Who should be the main character, the extra main character? So we've got Julio, no. Karen, no. Axel, maybe. Tyrese, no. Zach, maybe. No, actually, wait, no. What am I on about? No. Oh, I feel like it has to be Daryl. Come on, why not? Jimmy's still kicking as well. But I guess Jimmy's kind of our Beth in this universe. But yeah, Daryl will add as a new main character for season 4. Why not? He's been around for long enough. I feel like it's probably fair. So he's our new main dude, although Morales has not really been doing much. Anyway, we've got the Zach death. So who gets the Zach death? So who dies at the big spot? Oh, also before, I think... Wait, did I add Milton? I did add Milton. Oh, no! So poor Godulio. Maybe Daryl was there as well. Daryl, like, visits... I don't know, who could be Godulio's love interest? It's a bit of a sausage fest at the moment, I can't lie. Michaud? Nah, that's too... maybe? Nah, he's too young. Jimmy! Yeah, why not? Jimmy. So Jimmy and Godulio are a couple, and Daryl visits Jimmy like Godulio is dead, man. And he's like... like Jimmy's like, okay, just another accident. That's what happens. So we lose Godulio. Does Clara chill out? Heads? Yes. Tails? No. Heads? Yes. So T-Dog in his... Not T-Dog. Shumpert in his newfound way to, turn over a new leaf after the shenanigans with with T-Dog and Amy, decides to tell Clara to chill the fuck out when she comes at him with a knife. And so Clara does, and she ends up joining. She joins the prison. We got Bob. We got Mika, Lizzie, Mika, and Julio. Did I have Bob? No, I didn't. Huh. Was he in the list? Did I just forget him? Oh, no, he was there. I just forgot him. So Clara chills out. She chills out. Karen's death. So who is the character who gets sick and ill, I say, and is murdered? Oh, no, it's Axel. No. So Axel gets sick from the prison. You know, he's coughing his guts out. And someone, a main character, decides to kill him. So Axel gets sick, and he was killed by this main character. Ooh, okay. Michonne. So Michonne was the one to kill him. And maybe, yeah. And Shumpert's like, why the fuck did you do that, Michonne? And Michonne's like, you know, you want to keep that girl safe. I couldn't keep my son safe. You've sometimes got to do, like, dreadful things. And so, yeah, I killed him. What of it? I killed Axel. He was just going to put the rest of us at risk. And so, Shumpert kicked out. He kicks out Michonne. He's like, you know, I don't want you there. And Michonne's crying like, no, don't kidnap me. Don't kick me out, sorry. So Michonne has been kicked out the prison. So we're going to roll our little dice for the Martinez. Because we're on to the prison battle now. Or 1. So 1 equals dies the same way. Okay, so it dies the same way. So Martinez just dies how he dies in the show. So the governor kills him after reuniting with him. I don't want it. Yeah. Hershel's death. So eventually, the governor kidnaps one of our favorite main characters, and he's gonna chop their head off. No, and that works actually. If Otis was like kind of like I could see Otis being like a moral figure for Shumpert as well. Especially because, like, Shumpert's, like, kind of went down that dark path, and obviously Otis has lost, like, everything. So having that kind of newfound, you know, like, being that moral figure, I don't know, I could kind of see Otis being that. He seemed like a nice guy. So, yeah, Otis was that sort of moral figure for Shumpert. He's already lost everything, poor dude, and the governor chops his head off. Despite the fact, because maybe Otis even says to the governor, like, even though you killed my wife and baby, I forgive you. And the governor just can't accept that. Because Otis could be like, you're not too far gone, Governor Philip. He's like, listen, we can all live together. And then Shumpert's like, we can all live together. And then, like, Otis does a little smile, and then the governor kills him anyway. It's so twisted. I like it. Damn, poor Otis, man. So we lose Otis, and then we'll add, we're not adding GD Megan. So we've got Tara or Martinez. Tara and Lily. Is it 1 L or 2 L's? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. You can spell it either way. So we add those guys to the list as well. And we've got... Done. Julio's death. So we're just going to have a minor character death here. Because why not? Just to mix things up. So this character is shot in the back whilst, you know, impressively... I don't like it. I don't like losing the last farm person. But okay. Jimmy is so mad about Otis dying. He's there. He's like, he's going to kill every single one of these motherfuckers. And he's shooting his little rifle, and he's killing loads. And then Daryl's like, Jimmy, come on. And then he tries to run. He gets shot in the back. And Daryl's like, no. And then Julio comes in like, no, Daryl, we cannot. He's gone, man. He's gone. And Julio's like, Daryl's like, who the fuck are you? You're an extra. Go away. So yeah, Jimmy dies at the Battle of the Prisoner. And then who is the character who puts an end to the governor once and for all? It can't be Michonne, because she was kicked out of the group. I don't know what Glenn's been doing this whole time. I guess the group just forgave him and allowed him to stay in the group. Oh shit, I should say. One-handed. Because he's got the bayonet. He's got the bayonet hand, hasn't he? Okay, no, I like that. Eliza. So in the end, Eliza stabs the governor with Michonne's katana. Because I guess they just confiscated Michonne's katana. They're like, no, we're keeping your katana. Eliza's the one to do it. In revenge for her brother. There we are. Full circle, guys. I like it. So Eliza kills the gov. Awesome. Lily's death. So this character is just going to die off screen. Not off screen. We'll see it. In this version, we get to see it. This character gets scared and stressed out. Karen. Okay. So yeah, I guess whilst trying to escape, Tyrese watches Karen get eaten by walkers. He's like, no, Karen, no. And then as Karen's dying, she's getting devoured. Lily and Tara come out of nowhere, and they're like, no, we gotta go, man. And he's like, no, who are you guys? Who are you? I don't know what's going on. So Karen gets eaten. Who then gets kidnapped? Whilst on the road, surviving after the fall of the prison, one character is going to get kidnapped and taken to the hospital. Oh, okay, fair enough. It's Mika, and this has to be a minor character because then they become a main character in Season 5, yeah. So Mika, we'll just add her here now. At hospital. So Mika is kidnapped and taken to the hospital. And then we have Abraham, Rosita, Eugene. Okay. They've been added. Yes. And then Mika's death. So which character is repeatedly stabbed by Lizzie to try and prove that walkers can talk and that? I mean, walkers are... Oh, no. Okay. Okay. So I said that Tyrese went with Lily and Tara, so I don't know which character was the one to... So, yeah. Tyrese was stabbed by... I guess maybe they got split up. So Tyrese was stabbed by Lizzie. How Lizzie was able to overpower Tyrese, I don't know. Because that guy's like a tank, but whatever. She stabs Tyrese multiple times to try and prove that walkers... and so... Ooh! I like... No. Okay. So... Forget that whole Lily and Tara saying, like, you gotta go, man. Instead, I guess Sophia was like, Tyrese, we gotta go. As Karen's dying, she's like, just keep the kids safe, Ty, keep the kids safe. As she's getting, eaten, devoured by walkers. So Tyrese is like, I'm gonna keep the kids safe. So Tyrese is with Sophia. Maybe Eliza? I don't know. No, we'll say Tyrese is with Sophia and Lizzie, okay? So he's gonna keep the girls safe. And then Sophia comes back to find that Lizzie has stabbed Tyrese. And maybe Eliza's there too. Why not? And Sophia is the one to put Lizzie down. Because maybe Eliza can't do it. Eliza's like, I can't do it. And Sophia's like, I'll do it. So Sophia tells Lizzie, yo, look at the flowers. Shoots her in the back of the head. Bruh. I know, I kind of like it. I don't know why. Because it's like a kid doing it to a kid. I don't know. Anyway, because that's like what it was in the comics. Because Carl killed whichever one it was, Ben or Billy. Who kills Joe? So which character rips out Joe's throat after Joe decides to try, threatens to do? Ooh, okay. So I don't know. Maybe there wasn't the whole dreadful thing that he was trying to do. But I guess Daryl was on the road. Maybe Daryl still joined them, actually. Maybe that still happened. Because maybe Daryl was with Mika. And then Mika gets kidnapped. And I don't know who else is in his group. Maybe like Ham. Yeah, maybe on the road they find like Ham and Sasha and Tara. Yeah, Tara, Lily, Sasha, maybe something like that, and Hamburg as well. And Daryl's like, these are good people, these are good people. And then he's the one to eventually bite Joe's throat out. Why not? We'll go with something like that. And we can add these guys to the wheel. To the tier. So Joe's had his throat ripped out. It's Daryl who did it. Who saves them from Terminus? To be honest, I think I might just say Michonne. I'm just gonna say Michonne because she was the one who was exiled. So why not? Along with maybe Sophia and Eliza. Yeah, why not? Michonne, Sophia, and Eliza are the ones who do it. So now we have to add Gabriel. And we've got to think about new main characters. So season 5, we have 10 main characters in season 5. So currently we've got 8, so we've got to find 2 more. I think I'm going to go with... Who we got here? Bob? No, not Bob. Who's been around for a bit? Hamburg? Maybe. I'll refrain from making Hamburg a main character. It would be kind of funny though. I feel like we're missing some women, to be honest. There again though, we got Liza, Michonne, and Sophia. No, we're actually completely balanced. We got 4 of each. So I feel like Abraham probably should be one just because he was in the main show anyway. So we'll make Abraham, seeing as he survived, and he always gets like the short end of the stick in these rewrites recently. So I'm gonna allow him to become a main character. Along with him, we'll say Sasha, just so we've got someone as well from that. So yeah, Abraham and Sasha, we'll do that. So Abraham, Sasha, they'll be main characters now, and the others are just minors still. Yeah. So we've done Gabriel, added Gabriel. Now we've got Bob's death. So this has to be a minor character. Which minor character has the whole tainted meat moment? Tainted meat. Oh, okay. Random, but fair enough. So the scavengers just kidnap Gabriel, even though he's just there. They've only just met him. They dump him off, and Gabriel, I guess, has a crash out moment and says, "You're eating tainted meat," and they're like, "Listen, thanks for just killing the random priest that we just met, and not any of the people we care about." And brother, I like this. So I love how Eliza, Shumpert's getting shafted now because Eliza's the new main character. Eliza is the one to be like, Shumpert maybe was looking to do things a bit chill and was like maybe willing to give him a second chance, but Eliza says to Sophia, "I'm ready to kill now." And Eliza's like, well, actually, though, Eliza did kill the governor. So maybe Eliza's like, yeah, she's like, I'm not going to kill, like, I was not okay killing Lizzie, but I've got this one, Sophia, don't worry. And Eliza's like, I already made you a promise, Gareth. Well, actually, she wouldn't have made him the promise, would she? Instead of saying, she says, "No one fucks with my family." She's the one to kill Gareth. Bro. Anyway, we add Noah. So Noah is added. So Noah's been added. And yes, we got the Beth death. So who gets the Beth death? Which main character gets the Beth death? So after doing the trade for Mika and Noah, he's just been a main character. No, I can't accept that. Just because he's, I've only just like allowed him to be a main character. That makes no sense. Okay, no. Okay, I kind of like it. So Glenn, a one-handed Glenn, seeing the hypocrisy in all of it, and of course because there was the governor. I mean, I didn't even know what Glenn's really been doing, but we had a big impact in season 3. Season 4, I'm not quite sure what he was doing. But I guess he would have been involved in the battle at the prison. But Glenn seeing the hypocrisy of kind of Dawn's leadership and all that is like, yo, listen, you're just like the governor, all right? You're just like the governor. And so one-handed bayonet Glenn stabs Dawn with his bayonet hand, perhaps, and Dawn then shoots. What's his name? Glenn in the head. And then who is the character who then decides to shoot and kill Dawn? Has to be a main character. Very random, makes no sense. Maybe Abraham picked up Glenn in this universe as well. But Abraham's like, no, not Glenn. He's like, no one fucks with my cure team. So Abraham randomly then shoots Dawn. I feel like Shumpert's done fuck all, really. But he's had a few moments. Anyway, we've got the Tyrese death. So which main character, gets bitten on the arm, and sadly Oh, after she just escaped the hospital as well. Well, actually, I can kind of see that happening. So Mika is like, I want to help you, Noah. I really want to help you find your family. And maybe she's given Noah hope this whole time because she's very optimistic. Because Mika was pretty optimistic, very optimistic person. And then it's all for naught. And then she gets bitten on the arm, and Noah's like, you were wrong. You were wrong, Mika. There was no hope. Pretty bleak end. And then Mika has her arm chopped off, and they try to save her, but sadly, it's all for naught, and she's dead. Sad. So then that iconic shot of the characters on the road. Oh my god, there's too many of them. Wait, Big Tiny's dead. Go away, Big Tiny. You died. Yeah, he got shot, didn't he? He got the Oscar death. He did, yeah. So the scene of our characters on the road is the following. Did I add Clara? I forgot to fucking add Clara this whole time. She's basically... Okay. Well, whatever. I forgot to add Clara. It is what it is. So the shot on the road is Schumpert with Eliza and Sophia. And Morales is still alive as well, may I add. And Daryl. So we've kind of got our Rick, our Carl, our this is our Morales is our, I guess, our Carol, maybe. Our Daryl's our Daryl. Michonne's our Michonne. Who's our Maggie actually? Sophia, I guess, is our Maggie because Eliza kind of is both the Carl and the Glenn. Our Maggie. Hamburg's still there. Hamburg's still kicking, guys. Zach's still kicking. Sasha, we made a main character, didn't we? And Abraham's a main character too. Very random indeed. Anyway, let's add all these characters, okay? Oh. If I can do it right. There we are. So, we add all these guys to our minor characters. Because now we've arrived at Alexandria. Woo! So I put you up here, Duane. So we can add all of our Alexandrian friends. I feel like we've got way too many characters, guys. I'm gonna be real here. I feel like there's too many here. Maybe I'll just cut some characters. I'll say these guys die. We'll just say I can make up the rules as I go along. So we'll add all these guys to the. So they're all currently live. So we arrive at Alexandria. How many of them are? How many are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I can just look at this. 8 plus. Oh wait, no, I can't. Hang on. 8 plus 11. So maths, quick maths, guys, quick maths. 19, right? 19. That seems right. 19. So we got 19 characters as opposed to what? I think we had like 12, didn't we, in the main show or something like that. I guess we got no Baby Judith as well. Whatever. It is what it is. So yes, they've been added. So we've got the Aiden death. So who gets the Aiden death? So they shoot a grenade. They're being a bit of a cocky prick, and they shoot a grenade, and then they get blown up and okay, it's Nicholas. That works. So Nicholas is being the cocky prick instead of Aiden, and he gets blown the fuck up. And then we got Noah's death. So who is in the revolving door, and then who has to witness it? So who's in the revolving door, and is ripped? No. Sophia goes on the run. No. Sophia goes on the run with Nicholas shoots a thing. I guess it would be Aiden in this scenario. So Aiden pushes the revolving door, and Sophia has to witness poor Hamburg being devoured by walkers in front of her. I don't love it. Anyway, who does Pete kill instead of Reg? Okay, no, I kind of like that. Whatever. comeuppance. Aiden. Maybe Aiden, this whole time, Aiden's been a cocky prick as well and be like, Shumpert should be kicked out of the group because he's crazy, okay? Because, you know, Shumpert had his crash out moment and was like, if you don't fight, you die. I'm not going to stand here and, you know, he does the whole Rick, if you don't fight, you die. And Aiden's been a cocky prick as well because he lied and he said that Sophia was the reason why Ham and Nicholas died. And Aiden's been a cocky... And then fucking Pete comes, slits Aiden's throat, kills him. And then Deanna says, Shumpert... Wait, actually, I don't care. I'm just going to let this be Shumpert. Shumpert, do it. And then Shumpert is the one to kill Pete. But this whole time, although Shumpert's been trying to stop the whole abuse of Jesse, he meets Barbara, okay? And Barbara's like, I've been trying to tell Deanna this the whole time, but she won't listen. That poor Jesse woman, okay? Her kids are getting beaten, she's getting beaten. This Pete guy's dreadful. And Shumpert and Barbara, okay, they begin to get it on, okay? Because Shumpert and Barbara, new couple. We're not doing Jesse, we're doing Barbara. So Shumpert and Barbara, the uniting of the glup shittos, okay? Yeah, they are a thing. They are an item. Shumpert is no longer gay, okay? He's bisexual. He's discovered he's bisexual because he has a thing for Barbara. Anyway, I need to sort this out. So who's died? Aiden, you died. Hamburg, you died. Nicholas, where are you, Nicholas? You died too. Pete, you died as well. Where are you, Nicholas? He's hiding. There he is. Get over here. Rightio. So, and at the end, so we have Duane, but do we have Eastman as well? Flip a coin. Heads, Eastman is dead. He's dead. Okay. So Eastman died off screen. We'll see him still die. But Duane is like, Shumpert? Shumpert? And Shumpert's like, oh my god, it's Duane. Yeah, so we get to add Duane to our main character list. Awesome. So, let me just look at my little list. I've got like handcuffed as main, shown as main, roll 4. Season 5, kidnapped to hospital as main, and roll 4. So, we're on to season 6. Morgan / Duane and also roll 4. So, we need 9 main characters. Wait, I can't bloody see because it's so dark in my room now. It's gone so long. It's gone to night. So, little intermission while I turn on my bedroom light. You can still hear me, right? That's how professional these videos are, guys. So, I can actually read my notes. Season 6 is 10 main characters and we lose 1. So, we've got 9 characters here. So, we have to have a new main. Now, I could roll 4, but that's kind of... We'll make it make sense. So, who have we got? Julio, Eric, Milton, Eugene, Spencer. Fuck me, so many characters, man. Listen. Jesse wasn't a main character, though, so I don't know if I will give Barbara main character status. Who deserves main character status? Bob's been around for a while. Has anyone been around since season 3? I can't remember because Ham died. I mean, Ham was. Milton, I guess, has been around since season 3. But he's not really done much. Who's done much? Who's done stuff? Who's? I guess Abraham. He shot. Mika obviously got the death. Gabriel got the Bob's death. Eliza. I don't know, man. It doesn't... Tyrese got the Mika death, right? Clara has been around since season 4. I think we'll do Milton just because he's been around since season 3. If Jimmy was alive, it would be Jimmy, but I feel like because Milton was like fairly involved in that whole storyline, it makes sense to make him a main character now. So yeah, we'll make Milton the main character. He's been stepping up, so to speak. So yeah, we go into season 6 with this cast of characters. Schumpert and Duane now reunited. Barbara, Schumpert is shacking up with Barbara. Barbara does have kids in the show, but we could just say that Barbara's kids don't exist now. And she's like, this could be like a little family. We've got Duane, we've got Eliza. I know Morales is still there. He's our, what did I say Morales was? Our Daryl? I guess Morales is kind of our Daryl. I don't think Daryl's our Daryl. I think Daryl's more our Glenn. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So we have more. So Eastman dead. Add Scott, Denise, and Heath. Scott, Denise, Heath. Bro. More characters. God damn it. I'm so ready to do like a bonus death. I might do a bonus death because there's just too many added. Or maybe we'll just have a full season at the end. Who knows? So Nicholas's death. So who panics in season 6? Shoots themselves in the head. Okay. Because they go out on the mission. Okay, I can see that working. So Olivia panics in the heat of a moment. And she ends up shooting herself in the head. Who does she fall on top? We'll do that as well. Who does she fall? Who gets a fake out death? Who does the AMC decide to fake out a death for? Abraham. Why not? Everyone's like, we love this new character, and they do a fake out death for him. So she fall. Yeah. So Olivia shoots herself in the head. She panics and she does that. And then we got Deanna death. So who gets bitten and slowly dies, and then has like a triumphant moment where they shoot walkers. I do kind of like it being Tobin. So Tobin dies, and maybe he's like Schumpert. God, the moment with Deanna's like, they're all your people, Rick, all of them. Tobin's like, that Abraham guy. I hope he made it, but he like really taught me. Like he put me in my place and showed me how like. And he's like, listen, man, you gotta listen to me. He's like, listen to me. They're all your people, Schumpert, all of them. They can all be your people. Deanna can't lead. She's not up for it, okay? You gotta lead them. And then sadly Tobin goes out like a champ, shooting the walkers, okay? What a champ. So then we got Sam's death. So who panics whilst out there? Now I'm gonna try and make it make sense as best I can. So whoever this lands on, it might determine other characters within there. Ooh, okay. Right. So in this scenario, this is what we're doing. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? So in this scenario, Eric panics. Wait, actually. Oh, no, I like this. Okay, no, this is perfect. So Eric panics whilst they're doing the guts trick. Shumpert's there, obviously, too. And he does want all these people to be his people, right? He's on board with that shit. And Eric panics and starts, like, crying. And he gets devoured. And then Aaron's screaming, like, Eric, no! And this whole time, Shumpert's like, these are my people. Because he's like, these are my people. I'm going to take Tobin's words to heart. These are my people. And Eric gets eaten. Aaron's like, no, Eric, no! And then he gets devoured too. Shumpert's like, no, Aaron, we got to go. Come on. And Aaron doesn't. And then after seeing all this, Heath is like, you. And goes to shoot and kill Schumpert. Because I guess in this universe, Heath is still the same. Where he heard like Schumpert being like, we abandon the people. Because like how Rick basically said, like, if any of these people slow you down, you just leave them behind. Heath heard all that shit, right? In this, like, in the same he did in the TV show. And after seeing Eric and Aaron die, he hadn't been privy to the conversation with Tobin and Schumpert had. Heath just sort of snaps. He's like, you don't give a fuck about us, man. You don't care about us at all. And he points the gun at Schumpert to kill him. But then someone kills Heath. So we've got Eric, Aaron, Heath. And Michonne kills Heath. Like she kills Ron in the show. And then who gets the I always do this. Look above. Look. Look. Who gets shot in the eye? So this has to be a main character. So then which character gets shot in the eye? Oh, no. Bro! So he did get the shot off then. He gets the shot off. You know, why not, actually? Why not? Missing an eye. So Shumpert gets shot in the eye by Heath, right? After all this commotion happens. Yeah, I guess Eliza, Sophia, Morales, Daryl, like they all like carry Shumpert to safety, and maybe the Alexandrians, seeing how much these people kind of like Clara is there, like they all come together because Shumpert's been shot in the eye and he's bleeding out, and obviously it's not as simple as just picking him because he's a big guy, right? They can't just pick him up. All these people, like all of his people, kind of come rushing out to like save Shumpert, right? Duane's there too, sure, and in seeing this, the Alexandrians are all inspired and they all come out to come rescue Shumpert. And then, like, as he's in the hospital, he can be like, Tobin was right. I see it now. They are my people. Bro, we've made cinema. Does Owen... Oh, yeah, someone said I should do this. So I've caved. We're doing a reform for Owen. Does he do reform? Heads, yes. Tails, no. Heads, he reforms. Tails, he doesn't. Oh, for Christ's sake. He reforms. So on top of that, Owen sees this. And he's inspired. Because Duane this whole time has been like, listen... You know, you can come back from this. All life is precious. And Owen sees this as well. And he comes to help too. And they're like, what the fuck? It's a member of the Wolves. What are you doing? And he's like, I'm helping you people. So Owen reforms as well. And it's a beautiful moment where they all come together and fight the walkers to save Shumpert as he's bleeding out on the floor. And then Denise runs out to give him medical attention. Pure cinema. I've just made... No Way Out is a great episode, right? I've just made it better. Anyway, yes. Jesus and Dr. Carson need to be added. So we'll add Jesus, Dr. Carson. Yeah. So then we do the satellite outpost and all that. And we got the Denise death. So who gets shot with the arrow? Back of the head. Big sad. No, not Julio. He's done fuck all, but Julio, no. So Julio is shot in the back of the head with an arrow. Daryl's like, no, maybe it's Morales. I don't know. Whoever's like, no. And they start. I guess Julio could still be there. That's really sad, man. Poor Julio. He's done fuck all. And Dwight killed him. So Dwight killed Julio. Which two characters go to the kingdom? So this has to be two main characters. So let's roll for it. Sasha, okay. And... So I'm going to add her to this little kingdom wheel. Morales, okay. Might there be a little romance brewing here, perhaps? So, yeah, maybe, why not? We haven't had many romances. So, yeah, we always got, like, we got Shumpert and Barbara, we got Sophia and Eliza, and now we got Sasha and Morales, who are a couple. So, they've kind of been bonding. Bob's around, but maybe Sasha was like, Bob's just a fucking drunk, I can't be arsed with him. And those two end up going to the kingdom. So, why not? Sasha and Morales. Oh, and they couple. They are couple. Rightio. Make a kingdom wheel. We've done that. Abraham's death. Oh, okay. So now we have the lineup. Brutal. So we have got enough main characters, right? So we have season 7. No, season 6. Where's the season 6? There's 10 main characters, but we obviously just took out 2. So yeah. So who gets the Abraham death? Oh, no. That's brutal. Negan. And on top of that, Duane's going to be a lot more mature than he was in season 1, obviously. He'd have aged a bit, so Negan doesn't consider him a kid, I guess. I'm sure. Fuck. That's brutal. That's so brutal. So Negan kills Duane first, and we think that's the end of it. Shumpert's like, no, not Duane. Well, actually, I guess it would be Michonne first, because he's going to care more about Duane. Well, actually, maybe not. I don't know. Nah, I feel like, Michonne first, yeah, and Shumpert's pretty distraught about that. But Duane, that's the one that really gets him. That's the one that gets him. So, the Abraham death is Michonne, and then the Glenn death is Duane, and that's the one that really hits him in the gut. That's brutal to him. And then Hugo is the character who gets kidnapped and tortured, taken to the sanctuary. Duane's technically season 7. Alright, it's the same. So Daryl gets kidnapped and taken to the... I guess he could still have the whole thing with Dwight, right? But instead of Denise getting shot, it's Julio. And yeah, Daryl's taken to the sanctuary and tortured, made to eat dog food sandwiches and all that. Who heads to the hilltop? So 2 people have to now head to the hilltop. We'll do Abraham and I guess Rosita, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Abraham and Rosita. And I think now I'm going to make Rosita a main character. So Abraham and Rosita, they head off to the to bury Michonne, right? To bury Michonne. They head off to bury Michonne. Ooh, actually, maybe Abraham left Sasha. Oh, sorry, not Sasha. Left Rosita for Michonne. So maybe there's like something there as well. But Rosita was like best friends with Michonne as well. Let's say that they were like really good friends. They were really close, and she felt very betrayed because Abraham got with her when, but maybe also Rosita had feelings for Michonne as well. Maybe there was some bit of jealousy going on there. But anyway, Rosita decides to help Abraham bring Michonne to the hilltop to bury, and of course, poor Barbara's, I guess, distraught. She was hoping there would be a little family here. Wait, we got to do new characters, main characters now. So I said that Rosita's a main character now as well, but season where's my notes? Season 7, we have 12 main characters. So we got to add some more. So we got Rosita, we've said that, but we can add 5 more. So straight off the bat. Oh wait, I think there's a little rule though I've got here. So season 7. Raw 4 and 1. One Alexandrian has to, so at least one Alexandrian has to be. But it's alright, we've got the Alexandrian. Barbara is officially a main character, guys. Barbara is a main character. Confirmed. And then we also have to add a few more. 8. 2 more. No, because we're having 12 characters. Bro, there's loads. Who else should we go for? I feel like, do you know what? Clara's been around for a while. As has Tara. We'll add Tara and Lily. They've basically... Should we add both of them? Why not? We'll add both of them. So we'll add Tara, Lily. Where's Lily? Lily. Oh, we've also got Zach as well. Should we just add Zach too? But we've also got Eugene and Bob. Bob's equally been around for as long. I don't know what Bob's been doing. Whatever, we'll do Bob. Bob as well. So Bob also joins the cast as well to be like he's a main character too. He's been around for a while. He gets hit with the main status. You know, poor Bob is like pretty distraught because he was left. Sasha left, dumped his ass. He's drinking and all that, and he decides maybe he like puts his ass in gear after what happened at the to poor Michonne and Duane. So who goes to the Oceanside main character role, and then who dies? Because obviously Heath just gets written off, but we're not doing any spin-offs, and no characters are going missing that don't get to come back later. So we're just going to kill off our Heath stand-in. So who goes to the Oceanside? Clara? Okay. So the dirty Irish lady, she goes to the Oceanside to eventually meet all the women, and she tries to, convince them. And then which minor character also goes with her? And I'm just going to say dies on screen, I guess. because we're not doing any characters getting kidnapped and all that. Deanna! So I guess Deanna wanted to be useful, because she kind of stepped down as being leader, right? So Deanna wanted to help Clara with the mission, but Deanna, sadly, doesn't make it. So Deanna... Clara finds that Deanna is dead. So that's pretty sad for poor Reg and Spencer. She has to break the news to her. Okay, so then we have the Spencer death. So which character is being a snaky snake and trying to cozy up to Negan? I didn't add Zach. Who did I end up adding? Barbara? Bob. Bob. Enid. Okay. So... What's Negan got against children, man? Enid is trying to be a bit of a snake, and she's like, you shouldn't... Oh, wait, maybe there's like a little Sophia and Eliza there, and there's Ron as well. Maybe like Ron and Enid, there's like some like catty behavior going on between Enid and Ron and Eliza and Sophia. And so in using that, Enid tries to like get Schumpert and Eliza and Sophia, like, to kind of trying to fuck them over almost, and starts like, I don't know, spreading rumors or something to Negan, and Negan's like, I don't like no gossiping, Enid. Fucking stabs her for Schumpert, and then because then Negan could be like, this girl was trying to, you know, trying to get your Eliza in trouble. I know you care. You see Eliza like a daughter. All right, and then also, someone fires a bullet at Negan after he kills Enid. I like that. No, I like that. So Eliza fires a bullet at Negan, and then which character gets kidnapped? So Abraham. Oh no, this is brilliant. So Abraham was the one who made the bullet, okay? Eliza shot Negan. So Eliza was the one who shot at Negan. Obviously, she missed after, you know, Enid was killed, because that was like not that was too far. And then Schumpert comes back after a scavenging mission and finds out that Abraham's being kidnapped because he took the blame for making the bullet. I guess Eugene still made it, but Abraham took the blame. And then who then gets the Olivia death? Reg, no! A rat kills somebody. Shoots Reg. Shoots poor Reg. Poor fucking Spencer. Then later finds out... Well, I guess he would have just found out that his mum's dead. And then his dad is shot in front of him as well. That's brutal. So poor Reg is shot and killed, getting the Olivia death. Heads, the group tortured member... kills Fat Joey, and Tails Fat Joey helps. So Heads, he dies. Tails, he helps. Okay. Got another bloody character. He helps! So Fat Joey helps... who was it again? Daryl. Yeah, it was just Daryl. Daryl doesn't kill Fat Joey in this universe. He actually then... he decides to help, and he joins the group. Fat Joey. Oh yeah, Sasha and Morales are still at the Kingdom. They're doing shit at the Kingdom. I guess Sasha... Sasha wanted to get away. Morales went after... Well, actually... Yeah, Sasha wanted to get away. Morales went after her. She gets shot, I guess, by the Saviors. By that Savior guy. And then she ends up at the Kingdom. We'll go with that. Why not? Maybe they don't have feelings for each other. Maybe Morales was mean to Sasha or something beforehand. And then felt guilty, so he went to go after her. Sorry, I had to cough. Yeah. We'll go with that. So then we have our exclusive Kingdom role. So we add these guys to the list. Oh, I didn't make this one a straight list like I do the Alexandrian ones, which was a good idea to do because it saved a bit of time. So now I've got to kind of ramble as I sort this out. Brother Henry, Diane, Richard, Benjamin. Okay, so we've done our little Kingdom roll. Done. Roll for Benjamin's death. Who gets him killed? So this is wrong one. No, it's not the wrong one. It's the right one. Okay, so in this universe, Richard gets the Benjamin death. Which character was the one who got him killed? Just add all these guys to a little tier here. Richard, though, is dead. I don't think you understand what's going on here. So Richard, Henry tried to, because obviously pissed at the Saviors, like he knows about the Saviors, right? And he's only a kid. He steals like one of the cantaloupes, right? And as a result, sorry, I needed some drink. Richard is shot and killed by Jared. It was Henry who did it. And then which main character kills Henry in retaliation? Why? Diane then shoots Henry after learning this information. And I think in this scenario, guys, is it just me? Henry gets Richard killed. Diane, maybe her and Richard were close. She then she shoots Henry with an arrow, I guess, in front of the Saviors to prove their loyalty. And Gavin's like, "Whoa, what the fuck? You just killed a literal child." I'm sorry. Someone's gonna kill Diane. Okay, we're having a bit of a carnage here because it just makes sense. Perfect. When they get home, Ezekiel enacts punishment for Diane killing Henry. Shiva eats Diane. Orders Shiva to execute Diane. So Diane is also killed. We're having a bit of a carnage here, okay? And what is the point of this story be? I don't know. Maybe Morales goes a bit crazy. Maybe he goes into clear mode. Anyway, add the Kingdomers to the main wheel. Very fun story, that. Get rid of Diane. Benjamin's probably really sad because he's lost his little bro. It was all, yeah. I just can't see a world where they're accepted. So Diane dies. Why not? We mixed it up a little bit. So then we had the Oceansiders to our little wheel here. We got 23 plus 12. That's too many. I feel like we got too many here. Done. Sasha's death. So main character. So this character self-sacrifices themselves to goes to the sanctuary to kill Negan. Then gets No. Wait. No. We'll go with it. Barbara, the love of Shumpert's life, goes to take out Negan after what he did to Duane. Oh no, I like this. After what? Because Barbara was like, I'm gonna have a family. Maybe she lost her kids before the apocalypse or something. So I'm gonna have a family. And then she lost Duane and was like, yeah, I got Liza, but Duane, I was really bonding with him, okay? And she's so mad. So she goes to kill Negan. But then Negan's like, you got some big old lady nuts, Barbara. And she takes the poison pill. After Abraham gives her the poison pill, he's like, yo, I made this one for you, Barbara. Takes the poison pill. And holy goddamn. I guess Abraham in this universe is a Negan stan as well. He's joined Negan's cause. Yeah. But poor Barbara, the queen she is, gets the Sasha death. Anyway, we've got to add Dwight and Jadis. But we're going into season 8 now. Oh, there's too many characters, man. Too many. So, going in to season 8, there should be 12 main characters. We've got 11. So we're going to upgrade one character. But on my list, I think it says season 8. Oh, there needs to be. I feel like it has to be a Kingdomer, sadly. And I guess we'll go for Zeke, because honestly, wait, oh shit, I've added these to the. Wait. How are we overboard on main character? I think I fucked up here. Ezekiel's not a main character because I forgot to re-add them to the wheel. So yeah. Oopsie daisy. I think I added Milton by accident. Yeah, I should have had to add one more character, but because I already upgraded Milton, that's what's happened there. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll just have to roll with it. So we've got an extra main character here where we shouldn't. Ezekiel does not get added. So who's forced in a trailer with Negan? So which main character? I think everyone's a main character by this point, right? Oh, whatever. Oh, it works. They're kind of similar personalities. So Milton is stuck in the trailer with Negan. Him being all about curing the zombies and all that. So oh shit, Andrea and Dale get to come back. So Andrea and Dale come back. Woo! So we got to roll a d4. So they're both alive. And then which one tries to shoot her? So if it's 1 or 2, it's Dale. If it's a 3 or 4, it's Andrea. So it's Andrea. So Andrea and Dale resurface and they hold Schumpert at gunpoint. And Andrea's like, "What happened to my sister?" It's like maybe she says like, "We never found my parents. We found the saviors instead, and we joined them." And yeah. So what happened to my sister? And oh my god, Schumpert killed her. Schumpert's like, I'm not gonna lie, Andrea, I killed her because it was a dark path. Oh, this is brutal. And Dale's like, no. He's like, Andrea, wait, listen, we gotta take him in. And then Andrew's like, no, he killed Amy. The last hope I held out was that my sister was alive. And Schumpert's like, I'm sorry, do what you gotta do. And Andrew's about to do it when Sophia shoots and kills Andrea. And Dale's like turns around and maybe Eliza's there too. And Eliza disarms Dale and they capture him. He's captured as a prisoner. So Andrea is killed by Sophia. Andrea killed by Sophia. Dale captured. That's what happened. So Dale's back in the story, guys. So we've got the Eric death, who is shot and sadly bleeds out and then joins the walkers as a zombie. No. The wheel said so. It doesn't really make sense, but Dale runs away. He's shot, and Schumpert's like, "Listen, man." Dale's like, "I shouldn't have ran. Oh, I can't believe it. Poor Andrea. I loved Andrea as a daughter." And Schumpert's like, "You can still come back for this, man. We know we're not here just to kill everyone. We're not here just to kill the saviors. We're here to also find a." Also, Schumpert's got a missing eye. Find a way forward, etc., etc., etc. And he comes back and Dale's dead. Dale's dead. He's just walking towards the zombies. We got Shiva's death. So who gets the Shiva death? Who protects? I don't know, fucking Ezekiel, I guess. Okay, no, I like that. Run, Benjamin, run! And then Benjamin's like, "No, I'll protect you, my king." And Benjamin is devoured by walkers, saving Ezekiel. And he's like, "I'm a fraud. That young man died for me, but I'm just some guy." Nah, I kind of like that. That kind of works. Who shoots Grandma? So they go to Oceanside, and they end up shooting Grandma. But who's the character who shoots Grandma? Hang on a minute. Yeah, it's alright. Just checking on something. Beatrice accidentally kills her own leader. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why. It's like she's gone crazy, and Cindy's like, keeps Beatrice imprisoned along with the rest of them. Yeah, I can kind of see that. She's kind of like, they're right. These people are right. We've got to join the Savior War and kill those damn Saviors. They killed my husband. I can see that working. So Beatrice shoots her own leader. And then we got to add Sadiq now to our minor characters. Sadiq. Done. Now we got Carl's death. So it can't be Milton, because he's kidnapped right now. And it can't be Abraham, because he's betraying the group right now. It's Clara, of course. So, Clara went to the Oceanside, didn't she? So Clara is the one. And maybe this is what inspires the Oceanside to join a little bit earlier in this story. So Clara gets bitten, and she's like, Schumpert, you spared me. You know, that all those times I tried to stab you and feed you to my zombie husband head. And you spared me. You spared me. And it's like, and she's saying, like, you got to find another way. There's still got to mean something. So Clara gets the call death. Does Gavin reform? Heads yes, tails no. I honestly can't be arsed. Looks like a tails to me. Yeah, it looks like a tails to me. Looks like a tails to me. I can't. There's too many characters, guys. I don't care. If no, who kills Gavin? Who kills Gavin? It was a no from me. Which character kills Gavin? It's got to be a minor character. Base Jesus. Jesus comes in there, liberates the kingdom, kills Jared. No, not Jared. Gavin, and then add Alden as well. Rightio. So we gotta just update this a little bit. So he's dead. Get him out of here. Next up, done. Harlan Carson's death. So who frees? Who was it again? Milton. Who frees Milton from the sanctuary, or helps to free him from the sanctuary, but then gets killed? Oh no, bro. He's been there. He's barely done anything, but that's still kind of sad. So Zach, fucking out of nowhere. He's not done anything this entire show. He's been in this show since season 4. I guess he's just been helping out and stuff, because he's only a minor character. He's kind of like a Tobin, isn't he? I don't know. But he comes to help free Milton from the sanctuary. And he does. He successfully does it. But then he gets shot and killed. Big sad. Tobin's death. Because we don't need a doctor anyway, because we've got Denise. So it's not like oh, is there a Maggie in this universe? Sasha? Sasha pregnant? Sasha pregnant? Also, I forgot there's still the Charmer sisters, and I made them main characters, but they've not really done much, have they? Lily pregnant? Lily could be with someone? Oh shit, Noah's here as well? Wait, is Noah still here? He is? Okay. Maybe Lily pregnant? I don't know. Spencer and Lily? Sure. Spencer likes his women a little bit older. Yeah, we could say Lily's pregnant for the Hershel baby, when Hershel comes along, that is. Oh, we've also got Coco as well. I added Coco to this wheel. Anyway, Tobin death. Who gets the Tobin death? So who is stabbed with Walker gut weapon and gets the Tobin death? That was Beatrice. So after she joined the fight, that was kind of a weird little arc for Beatrice, wasn't it? She shot Grandma to join the fight, and then she gets stabbed by a Walker gut weapon. Who kills Jared? So which character is the character who kills Jared? So it has to be a main character. Holding his hair. Can't be Abraham, actually. It can't be Abraham, because Abraham is still a big old Negan stan. He's joined the Negan cause. Now, although Eugene's alive, I guess Eugene just got reduced to a background character. Sasha! Oh, I like that. I like that. Sasha, she holds his hair. Wait. Yeah, she went, didn't she? Hang on. It was her, wasn't it? Yeah, Sasha. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. Sasha was the one to avenge Richard, I guess, but everything that transpired because of him killing, which obviously caused Henry to die. Sasha holds Jared's hair, or just because he's a piece of shit, really, and allows him to die. I kind of like that. That's kind of a cool Sasha moment. So then I've got something different. So you know how I've got the they stay evil or they reform. Does Laura not reform? She stays evil. So heads yes, tails no. It's a new little feature I've added. Stay evil. Best of 3. I don't care. Best of 4 or 5. That's a heads. That's a heads. Best of 5, guys. Oh, that's a heads. Tails, okay. With 3 to 3. 3 to 3. Tails, fuck's sake. 3 to 4. Heads. Oh, this is the deciding one. This is the deciding one. Ah, that was a heads. That was a head. Fine, fine. Stays good. Laura stays good. I try my best. I try my best, guys. I try my best. Laura joins the wheel. Fine. And the DJ. Does DJ stay evil, though? Does DJ stay evil? Heads. What was it? Tails, no. Heads, yes. Best of 3. Best of 5. Fuck's sake. DJ stays good too. Fuck's sake. Where are you? DJ. Laura. And then, does Frankie be a big Negan stan and start firing to defend her husband? Tails, no, she doesn't do that. And heads, yes, she does that. Yes, she does that. Okay, yes, yes. We've got one at least, guys. We've got one. So Frankie go crazy. Frankie goes crazy and starts defending Negan. All right, she's cool with being like a weird sex slave. Oh, I don't know. Maybe she's like got Stockholm syndrome, and she goes to fire at the group. And which character is the character who puts down Frankie? We got one of them. Okay, Schumpert kills Frankie. Negan's like, no, my wife. And Schumpert's like, that's revenge, motherfucker, for Barbara. I like that. Does Dwight find Sherry alive or dead? Because why not? Heads alive. Ooh, heads alive. Heads alive. Tails dead. Heads alive. Ah, damn it. Sherry alive. So we have to add. The only ones I need to add are Sherry, and Negan, and Dwight. Oh no, we already had Dwight. So we had Sherry, we had Negan to our list of many fucking characters. What have I done? Sherry, Negan. Oh, but Negan's main character. Negan's a main. Didn't ask for you, Siri. Even though I've got too many main characters, I think. Going to season 9. No, 14 mains for season 9, so I'm actually okay. I think the rule is to add Negan there. Let me just double check. Season 9 here, I had one Hilltopper, one Kingdomer, and Negan. So I will have to add Zeke as well. I may as well just do it now. But we've already got a Hilltopper. It's oh no, we haven't got a Hilltopper. It means we have to add another fucking character to the main character. Okay, listen, we're doing it. We're gonna do a main character death for the finale because we're one over. I feel like it's probably justified. Okay. So you know that scene where done. That scene where this is the I should probably do who kills Simon. Okay, Bob finally does something, guys. Bob finally does something, and he kills Simon. Okay, finally, Bob, thank you. This whole time, Bob has been feeling useless, but he eventually is useful, and he kills Simon. Awesome, crazy. Okay, so Milton dies when Negan executes him. So basically, after that happens and Simon's killed, he's pissed because Bob's killed Simon. And even though Bob was trying to be useful, he takes Milton, who's obviously been captive this whole season, right? And although, who was it? Zach did help to get him out. He was eventually recaptured. Right, yeah, Milton was recaptured. Abraham's a Stan as well, a Negan Stan. But then Milton is executed by Negan, and this stirs Abraham the wrong way. And like Milton's final words kind of inspire Abraham to not be such a Negan stan and to stick with his group of people, okay? Although Abraham did go to the, I guess Eugene and Rizzy went to the, I don't know. Abraham did go to the Hilltop originally, but I guess he came back to Alexandria. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. There you go. Anyway, yeah. So Milton dies. Negan executes. Milton dies because Negan executes him. In revenge for Simon getting killed, because I guess Simon wasn't a snaky snake as much. Who defeats Negan? We're just going to say Schumpert, because why not? And then, on top of that, we're going to have an extra finale death, because this is going to have to account for the Morgan exit, as well as the one minor. As well as the Sherry and Dwight exit, so there's actually 2 minor here. There should be 2 minors. Because we've added Sherry now to the list, because I thought, why not? So Jerry is dying in the finale. We're losing Jerry. Jerry die. So Jerry, he just dies in the final battle, I guess. He's just shot and killed. Oh, with Nabila, protecting Nabila. Poor fucking Ezekiel is just like, he's rolling in it because fucking Jerry's died, Nabila's died, Benjamin died, Henry died. Ezekiel's like a tragic character here. And on top of that, oh no! We lose Bob. Bob dies. After trying to like redeem himself this whole time, he dies in the battle, and then as like Schumpert sees him, and Bob was like, I'm pretty useless, man, I got Milton killed. Because maybe they dumped like Milton's body to like prove a point or some shit. He's like, I got Milton killed, and Schumpert's like, no man, you're not useless. You did something. You killed that Simon piece of shit, okay? And he was a genocide dude, alright? You did a good job, Bob. And Bob's bitten or something, and he's put out of his misery. And then Schumpert's like, that's it, Negan, I'm coming for you. And so Schumpert comes to like then fight Negan. But we lose Bob, sadly. So let's all add all this to the tier. So we need to fix this. So we have Negan. We'll add Negan. So Simon was killed by Trusty. What's his name? Trusty Bob. Bob. Milton was executed in retaliation. And then on top of that, we lost Nabila and Jerry. Died in each other's arms or some shit. There's a tragic death at the end. I guess Ezekiel still has a tiger, so we can't be that depressed. And then on top of that, we have... what was it? Bob die. And then Schumpert's like, that's it. I've had enough. But then he hears the words of Clara. The words of Clara decide. He has a flashback. He gets like, wait, think of Clara. Think of Barbara. Think of Barbara. And he says, think of Barbara, Schumpert. Would she want this? And then Schumpert misheard Negan, and he thought he said Clara. And he thinks back to the words of Clara, and he's like, I'm going to spare you, Negan. Anyway, moving on. So, these are our main characters for Season 9. I've already decided. So, we've got Negan in there. Negan, Ezekiel, because why not? I feel like Ezekiel needs it. We still got Jesus, but I guess Jesus is just a bit of a minor character now. He's just more of a left in the background. So, oh yeah, and the whole bullet thing. Like, Abraham sabotaged the bullets. I know Eugene is still alive, but I guess Eugene is kind of a background character. He's our new Barbara. He's looking after the kids. So we got Daryl. Oh shit, sorry, peeked the mic there. We got Schumpert as the main character. Elias is still kicking as well, obviously. His like little surrogate daughter. I guess Morales kind of I guess he's come back now. He's come back to Alexandria for a bit. Sasha and Morales broke up because now Sasha is with Ezekiel. Because Ezekiel has to be happy. And they're looking after Shiva the Tiger together. So there you go. It's all happy. Anyway, who's running Hilltop? I guess Abraham probably returns to the Hilltop. With Rosita, right? Yeah. And Rosita forgives Abraham for all the betrayal that he did. And they begin to run Hilltop together. But who is the character who hangs Gregory? Now, this would best land on Rosita or Abraham. That makes no sense. I can't really make that work because Negan's in a jail cell right now. Okay, fair enough. Schumpert changes his laws and he's like, I'm all for giving people second chances, right? But and maybe we learn that Gregory's tried to do this before, tried to execute people. So he tries to get Rosita killed, right? I guess in this universe, Coco comes earlier. Yeah, maybe Coco comes earlier. Yeah, so in this universe, Rosita was pregnant. This is why she was so pissed at Abraham and why for him betraying, because she was pregnant with Coco. I'm going to say that, yeah. So Coco has come earlier, but instead of being, it's Abe and Rosita's kid. Coco isn't Sadiq and Rosita's, it's Abe and Rosita's kid. Imagine it's a little ginger baby. So, yeah, that's why she was so mad, because she was giving birth. And then Schumpert is like, you know, you've tried this shit before, Gregory. Because we learn he's tried it before. It's like, no second chances for you. So it executes him. Who loses an arm on the bridge construction site? But this kind of causes problems, because people are like, hang on a minute. Rules for thee, rules for me. So, yeah, the Oceanside people start killing people. This would be good, but I actually forgot I've rolled on the wrong wheel. Poor Owen is just kind of there in the background. He's just he's an example of reformation, but it actually has to be a major character who loses an arm. Can't be a minor character, so that was a misroll. Bro, Ezekiel, one-armed. He's lost everything, this poor man, and he loses his arm. He's still got Sasha, though, by his side, who is his love interest. So Zeke lost an arm. Who kills a rat? We're going to go with Owen, because I did roll for Owen, and I had to roll for a minor character. Because why not? Because Owen's not really done much anyway. So Owen killed a rat, basically. And I'm like, hang on a minute, you hypocrite. We gave you a second chance. And Owen... Wait, because Owen said he'd kill the children as well. And Owen basically says to Schumpert, listen, this isn't going to work. And then Shumpert's starting to doubt that people can reform. He's like, hang on a minute, can people really reform? You've just reverted back. You've killed her for no reason. And Owen's like, yeah, because there's certain saviors we need to get rid of. They're causing tensions. And Arat was one of them, okay? Arat was one of the saviors causing tensions. Schumpert. And, Shumpert's just like, in shock. He's like, Owen, you're a piece of, you kill children. What? How could you be this? So there's a part of Schumpert that thinks all this is for nothing. But anyway, there's a main character. Someone is on the bridge. Okay. Oh no! He's been around since season 1, guys. Morales. This is more of a subplot for. This is more of a subplot, I guess, for Eliza. Maybe. But her dad is on the bridge, okay, as they're all, coming together to make things work. And Morales is on the bridge, and he's like, he blows up the bridge to sacrifice himself for the rest, because obviously the walkers were going to tear through Alexandria or whatever it may be. So he self-sacrifices. He blows himself up on the bridge for his daughter's safety, and then she's upset. Shumpert's probably upset too. Daryl's probably upset as well. I mean, this is our Atlanta camp gang, man. And he's blown himself up, and he's dead. He's dead. Very sad. Morales. Yes, I know Rick didn't die on the bridge, but in this, we're not doing that, okay? And then someone's fucking around with the CRM. They get their comeuppance for fucking around with the CRM. It's like a weird little side plot that happens, okay? Where someone's fucking around with the CRM, and they get their comeuppance. It's Sam Anderson. We just find that Sam is dead. Why? Who knows? But Sam Anderson was messing around with the CRM and they just shot him in the head. Which main character goes on an adventure for a little bit. So this main character decides to leave the show and go on a little adventure. Fair enough. Negan gets free. Negan. So Negan goes free and he decides just to leave. Well, because why the fuck didn't he? Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. So Negan just decides to fuck off. I kind of like that, actually. It kind of works. So then we have our big time skip. They think Negan's got free and escaped this whole time. And they're a bit annoyed. And obviously all the communities fall out of what's the word? They all fall out with each other because of the murders that happened with Oceanside obviously killing, well, not it wasn't Oceanside, it was Owen killing a rat, and some people agree that Owen was in the right, and other people, because of the Morales dying, maybe Morales was kind of like a key figure, and I don't know, maybe the Kingdoms had shit as well, so they've all kind of fallen out. But who is the character who kills Jocelyn? So Jocelyn kidnaps probably Coco. Probably couldn't quite indoctrinate me, she says. And Eliza is the one who kills Jocelyn. And maybe Shumpert's there too, as well. And he's like, oh, Eliza. I love how this has just turned into the Eliza show. Eliza no longer has immunity, by the way. So she can die at any point. But yeah, Eliza was the one who kills Jocelyn. There is no Michonne, so I guess there's no connection to who Jocelyn was. I don't know. Maybe Jocelyn was like a school teacher. Maybe that's what it was. And Eliza's the one to kill her. Yeah, we'll go with that. That kind of works. Yeah, because then Jocelyn could be like, what happened to your brother and your father? And it's like, my father died on the bridge, like bringing all the people together, etc., etc. He helped bring people together and build the new world. And then Jocelyn's like, this is the new world. All your communities hate each other. Blah, blah, blah. God, I think that could work, right? What about your brother? What about your mother? My brother was shot by a madman, but I killed that madman. What about your mother? She was killed by a walker that I was messing around with. I indirectly caused her death. Yeah, I don't know. There's something there. So we've added all those guys. The team Doodah. So RJ is gonna be Sasha and Ezekiel's kid. Okay, we'll go with that. So this is EJ Zeke Jr. Sasha and Zeke's kid. Can't spell for the life of me. And then we've got Dog, Tammy Rose, Earl, Gage, Rodney, Addie, Marco. Perfect. 36 characters. Wait, no. Yeah, 36 plus 10. Fuck me. Added. Who kills Jed? So which main character kills Jed? Obviously, he was a savior causing problems. So, let's hopefully... Bro, Eliza's on a mad one. So after... we find out she kills Jocelyn in the flashback. She also burns Jed alive. Eliza is basically the main character now. What the fuck's happened, man? Poor Shumpert has been shafted in his own rewrite. Anyway, Jesus' death. So, who gets the main character Jesus' death? So, who is stabbed by a whisperer, shockingly? Oh, fuck! That is brutal. In front of poor Eliza, she loses her girlfriend. Obviously, we said that they were... because obviously they're older now, right? So they probably are... Yeah. Sophia is stabbed by a whisperer. You did not belong. Oh, fuck. And then, yes, Eliza's like, no! Yeah, I like that. So we lost Sophia, finally. Oh, I say finally, like I'm glad. But no. And actually, no, because this works out, right? Because then Lydia comes in. And we could do... Actually... Yeah, because Lydia would be the same age, or like roughly the same age, right? As Eliza, currently. And we had Ozzy and Alec as well. Alec's getting added, that's right. Ooh. Yeah, maybe there is still that relationship then. Instead of Henry and Lydia, it's Eliza and Lydia. Because, I mean, after all, yes, the Whisperers killed Sophia, but I don't know, maybe like Eliza and Sophia were maybe a little bit on and off currently, like, because it was like a kid, romance. It's not, maybe it wasn't, it was still kind of, maybe it was broken up when all the communities split up, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe they sort of broke it off a little bit. And so they kind of started to rekindle things. So they weren't really together, but it's still pretty, she's still very sad that she's lost poor Sophia. Plus, we're losing one of the Atlanta. Like, that's a real shocking death. Yeah. No, I like it. I like it, actually. I like it. Pretty good. Anyway, we got to roll 2 d20s. Okay? Because we're doing pikes now. Now, you roll 2 d20s. I'm redoing that. We're not doing 3 pike deaths. So, I'm not doing 3 pike deaths. That's shit. We need to kill people. So we roll 2 d20s, and for how many pike victims? Take the highest number as total. So in this universe, we are having 17 pike deaths, guys. 17 pike deaths. This is what we needed to trim some of the fat, okay? 17 pike deaths. So, starting off, minor characters. So for these, we need 15 minor characters. So the first one, Fat Joey. Bro, Fat Joey's done fuck all anyway. So Fat Joey is the first pike death. Hang on. Fat Joey, first pike death. Pretty shocking. It's kind of like our DJ, isn't it? There again, DJ's still here, so could still be DJ too. Oh, wait. Let's go for the saviors. Alphas go for the saviors. Then we have Alden. So that's 2. This is going to be a bit tedious, okay? But just imagine the music. Do, 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 do. She's going for the saviors. DJ is still getting piked as well. I kind of like this, though, as a more brutal, like, fucking... This is like a more... this is like a more brutal pike death, right? Because there's even more. 3. So if this is 4... Again? Shiva again? Alpha beheads Shiva the tiger and puts Shiva's head on the spike. Not like Shiva can, isn't going to reanimate, but whatever. She just does it as a statement. No! Owen the Alpha Wolf. That's pretty sad. 5. This is brutal. It's all like relatively like, I say biggish characters, but characters who've had like a little bit of something. Oh, Tammy Rose is still getting hers death. Tammy Rose as well. 6 there, 6. Laura still going for the saviors. God damn it. Laura as well. Alpha's got a thing out for the saviors. She really does not like the saviors. She's killing all the saviors. That was 7, wasn't it? Oh, Jesse. Jesse as well. Poor Jesse. Okay, this works as well because I think like Ron. Because Ron's still about, right? I feel like Ron and I'm gonna say that Ron and Eliza are like pretty tight, right? They're pretty like, yeah, they're like pretty tight with each other. Maybe they've like had like a little bit of a fling here and there as well. Why not? Kelly, we losing Kelly as well. I like this. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna put 9 here so I remember. Spencer. Oh, poor Spencer, man. Bro, Spencer, the last of the Bob Rose as well. That's 10. We have to get 15. We have to get 15 because then there's two. We're doing two then major characters to account for Enid and Tara. Technically, Henry isn't a major character. I know it's silly, but there you have it. Rodney as well. That's an OG Pike victim. Another OG. Wait, is there any? Oh, DJ was an OG Pike victim as well. So we lose Rodney too. Even though he technically isn't a main character, I think this basically is the Henry version because Henry wasn't technically a main character, right? But like basically was. So we're losing Ezekiel. Didn't he have? Wait, no. I upgraded him, but I forgot to move him over. Okay. It's sheer fate, but Ezekiel, one-armed Ezekiel, is going to be big Pike death. Okay, he's going to be one of the major characters. It's going to be Ezekiel, and we'll figure out. I know I fucked up there, but listen, the wheel decided it nonetheless. So I'm still going through with it. So he's going to be one of the big ones, along with his tiger as well, which is kind of sad. Gage is another one as well, so we lose Gage too. So it's 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 more of the minor characters. And I like this because we're just trimming the fat. We're trimming the fat. Magna, we're losing Magna as well. See you fucking later, Magna. Didn't do anything anyway. But they did like nothing with Magna, did they? I feel like all of Magna's group had more screen time than Magna. Or at least it like felt significant. Magna was just kind of boring. No. Bro! Not Abraham and Ruby. Alpha no. Yeah, okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Won't you stop? So Alpha has decapitated a baby. A fucking baby. Poor little Coco. And Scott. So we also lose Scott. So there we have it. So in order, I guess, of magnitude, we have... Oh, we got to do one more major... obviously, one... Now we have one major character as well. Also get piked. Oh my god, that's brutal. I love how we got the comic accurate for the 2 big characters, though. That was quite clever, wasn't it? So, in order of magnitude, as Schumpert and I guess Yumiko, Schumpert, Yumiko, and Abraham. Oh fuck, that was gonna be brutal for Abraham. Schumpert, fuck me. Wait, get rid of him. It's Schumpert and Sasha. Yeah, Schumpert, Sasha, Abraham, Eliza, and I guess Yumiko as well. Throw Yumiko in the mix. As they approach the Pikes, okay, they see Fat Joey, Alden, DJ, fucking Shiva, Owen. That's pretty sad. Tammy Rose, Laura, Jesse, Kelly. That's one. Kelly and Magna. That's one for Yumiko. She's like, oh no, my 2 friends. Spencer, Rodney. No one cares about that. But Spencer's pretty sad. Gage, no one cares. Magna, and then for fucking poor Abraham, man, and Scott, I guess. But he should have been down here because he's less important. Poor Abraham has to see the decapitated, his baby daughter's decapitated head, along with Rosita's decapitated head on a pike. And then poor Sasha has to see her pet tiger, her new pet tiger's head on a spike, and her new husband's head on a spike. And the father of her child, right? Because we said that RJ and C, yeah. And the father of her child, head on a spike. Bro, that was brutal. Right, now I probably should have gone along, but we've got Fat Joey, and then we've got Alden. Where's Alden? Alden. DJ Shiva. Owen. Losing Owen's pretty sad. He's kind of like our Henry Death because he's a big-ish character, but not like huge. Tammy Rose. Get over here, Tammy Rose. You had a Gage and Rodney also got it, didn't they? Laura, Jesse. Laura and Jesse. So Laura, Jesse. She really had out. Alpha really had it out for the Saviors. Kelly. Damn, losing Kelly and Magna as well. Ooh. To be honest though, Kelly and Magna are like my least favorite members of Magna's group. So do you know what? I'm actually kind of happy with that. Spencer. Spencer's pretty bad. I mean, Spencer basically did fuck all. Like, what did I say? Got with Lily. I guess yeah. It's like that's one for Lily. Lily's still a main character somehow. I mean, she's done nothing, so I don't really know how, but there you have it. Yeah. So Spencer, Rodney, Gage. I did that. Magna. I did Coco and Scott. But let's be honest, no one cared about Scott. And then on top of that, we've got the two big ones, Ezekiel and Rosita. Wow. Brutal. Fucking brutal. And then we'll add these guys to the list here as well. Oh wait, was Marco? No, Marco didn't go, did he? No, never. I think it was I'm almost going to land on Marco, but then it landed on Jesse, I think. Rightio, so we'll add all the rest of these. Lydia obviously joins the community too. Wow. So after that devastating loss, after losing all those people, the end of season 9 at the fair, we have who would be delivering the speech? I don't know. I guess Sadiq could still be kidnapped. Sadiq delivers the speech, right? He delivers the speech about how Alpha made him witness the all the deaths of all of our friends. You have Shumpert with Eliza. Obviously, those two are in shock. But they're mainly in shock over losing Sophia. I mean, this was the cherry on the cake, though. Jesus Christ. You have Sasha, who's just in tears. Daryl's basically done fuck all, has he? I guess Daryl's just doing what he normally does in the show. Sasha, who's in absolute tears, losing Ezekiel. Abraham is broken. Like, this man is you broke him, okay? Poor fucking Abraham, man. He lost everyone. He lost everything he cared about. Just not on, Alpha. Not on. Anyway. Well, we don't need to add Coco, but we will add Jules. Also, Ozzy and Alec have joined. Yay! Ozzy and Alec end up joining as well. They actually do something more. They don't just dart. They're not just pikes. Head for pike. They're not just heads for pikes. Jules added. Does Francis join or join the coalition? Head, she dies. Tails, she joins. Heads, she dies. Please be a heads. Please be a head. Oh, we just got rid of fat. We just trimmed the fat, for Christ's sake. She joins. So Francis comes to the community and she just defects and she wants her to see her daughter. Not her daughter, her son. Sorry, Adam. She wants to see Adam, so she just defects. And they're like, "You abandoned her," and he's like, "Only because Alpha baby too." So she defects straight away to see her baby. He's already out. He's already left. Negan's already left. But who kills Brandon? Because why not? Oh wait, shit! I forgot to do main characters. Oh fuck it, we'll do it here. Sasha, why not? Brandon was trying to join the Whisperers, and Sasha tracked him down and killed him. We'll say that. That's what happened there. That's what happened with the Brandon fiasco. Francis has joined. And Sasha killed him. Anyway, we got new characters. So, in Season 10, there are 10 main characters. Now, Season 10. So, one person returns eventually. Oh, yeah. So, one person will return. So, obviously, Negan will return. But we'll just add him to the list so we don't forget. So, Negan will return at the end of Season 10 to save the day, ironically. But in Season 10, we need to have 10 main characters. So currently that's 8. Right? 8 characters. So who have we got that probably should be a main by now? I think Eugene has probably earned the right to be a main character. And who else have we got? Dwight's still about, but I don't know if Dwight's doing that much really. He's just chilling. Who else? I don't really know. I guess Noah's not really done much, has it? He's been around for a while. I guess Tara and Denise are just a thing as well. I guess that's like that's happening, probably. I can't really think who I want to be a main character. Maybe Ron. Actually, just because I said like there was the whole Ron thing going on, maybe Ron, but I guess we'll go with Noah. Should we go with Noah? Does Noah feel right? Or maybe Jesus? Jesus or Noah? Heads Jesus, tails Noah. Heads Jesus, tails Noah. Heads Jesus, tails Noah. So it's Noah. We'll add Noah. So Noah becomes a main character as well. So Eugene and Noah, they get build up. They're getting to do more in season 10. Anyway, Siddiq's death. So this is actually a minor death technically, although it's like a major-ish minor character. It's a recurring character death, not like a main casting bill. Oh, it's Ozzy. So this whole time, Ozzy has been an absolute champ. He's been helping us, and he realizes that Dante is he's been the guy like trying to make sure that there's no whispers, and he realizes Dante's a spy. Dante strangles and kills Ozzy, and then which character then stabs and kills Dante in avenging poor Ozzy? Lily. Ooh, maybe Lily had like a thing for Ozzy. Maybe she liked that beard. Okay, maybe. And so she stabs and kills Dante. I don't care about this. I don't care. I don't care about the trap. I'm deleting the trapped in the cave. I hate the whole stupid cave storyline. I don't even want it in my show. We're not doing the cave storyline. We'll add Gamma. Gamma is getting added. So Gamma's added. Done. So Laura's death. Who gets slammed on the cell doors by Beta and then killed? Jadis. So Jadis, who joined Alexandria, she tries to stop Beta from, taking Gamma, and Beta slams Jadis against the cell doors and kills her. That's really sad, man. Poor Jadis. Gamma, you joined too. Wow. Now we've got the Gamma death. So who gets gutted like a fish by Beta? It's a good thing. I forgot to remove names. It's just the wheel's just reminding me to remove names. That's all that's happening there. So who's gutted by Beta like a fish? Ah, what are the chances of that? Gamma. So Gamma gets her death, but she's able to, save her sister and her sister's baby. So it's probably okay. And then we've got the Earl death. So who, rescues the kids and then is forced to... Oh, my... I thought it was... That was so close as well. Addie. So Addie saves all the little kids, right? And then Addie is the one who gets bitten. And so she has to slam her head on a pike. And then I guess... I don't know. Who is there? Who's like a child? Odd? Maybe, yeah. Maybe little Zeke Jr. Zeke Jr. is the one who has to do it and puts Addie down, and then Sasha has to come to comfort poor little Zeke Jr. Yeah, and then we've got an extra hilltop battle death because I feel like why not? I mean, I put this in, but do you know what? We may as well trim the fat a bit more. Why not? We had a crazy. No, not dog. We lose dog. So Daryl loses his dog as well in the hilltop battle. Big sad. Poor dog died too. What actually happened to Dog in the hilltop battle? Was Dog there? Or was he at Alexandria? Oh no, I think he might have been at Alexandria. I don't remember. Was Dog at the hilltop battle? Because that's a good point. Anyway, Dog died as well in the hilltop battle. So we lost Dog too. Big sad. So Gamma got gutted like a fish. I get you like a fish. And then who else was there? Addie died, and then we also lose Dog. Daryl lost his dog. Which three head off to the Commonwealth? So roll for 2 mains and 1 minor. So 2 main characters, but the minor character obviously gets to be a main character. So okay, so Eugene I guess was just the same story as last time. Eugene on the radio talking to Max, and he heads off. Oh, I like that because I was already like bigging Ron up a little bit. So Ron becomes a main character now as well. Ron's lost his entire family too, actually, thinking about it. Wait, no. Ron. Get Ron. Remove Ron. Ron. Eugene. They're going their own little wheel over here. And then we also have another main character who's going along with Eugene. Okay, well, he's just lost his dog. He wants, he's probably feeling pretty sorry for himself. So Daryl goes along with Eugene. He's a season 1 character as well. So maybe Daryl kind of leads the mission a little bit. Daryl, Eugene, and Ron head off to go to the whatchamacallit, the Commonwealth. My brain is being fried a little bit. So that's Daryl, Eugene, and Ron. Who kills Alpha? So those guys, while those guys are doing that shit, who infiltrates the Whisperers and kills Alpha? Oh, it's the Eliza show again, guys. So Eliza, I don't know, maybe says that she wants to join the Whisperers. Somehow, like, lies to Alpha. And then Eliza slits the throat of Alpha and beheads her. Guys, this is the Eliza show, I swear. And then, like, I don't know, gives the head to Shumpert. It's like, look, new surrogate dad. I killed her. Main character, finale death, to account for Michonne's exit. So, a main character is going to die during the big battle of the Whisperers at the end. Can't be Shumpert. Can't be Shumpert. We have to re-roll. Can't be one-eyed Shumpert. Oh, I thought it was going to be Eliza then. Okay, so Tara, not really done much. She's somehow qualified to be a main character this whole time. But she's going to self-sacrifice herself at the end, to the Whisperers herd, to like, drive the Whisperers herd off the cliff. Yeah. So, I think what we'll do for this one, actually. Oh, okay. Did not copy before, did it? So Negan is coming back. So we have to add the main character. The main character is obviously coming back. So that's obviously Negan. We've already got him on the wheel. And then we also add all these guys: Elijah, Cole, Duncan, etc., etc., etc. But to be honest, we've also got Hershel Ray. I'm thinking what we might do is just throw Annie in the mix as well and say that these are like Negan's new people, but they're not like saviors. They're just like normal survivors. So Negan kind of adds himself back to the story. I actually kind of like that, Like Negan just shows up again, but he's with a group of people and they're like, oh, not again. And Negan's like, no, don't worry. I'm good. And I think Hershel Ray is actually just going to be Joshua Smith. Okay. So this is just, don't imagine a little Hershel here. Imagine little Joshua, who recently appeared in Dead City. Minus spoiler. But yeah, why not? Joshua. This is Joshua Smith, and then we'll also add Elijah, and these are all like Negan's new people now. I removed the whole Georgie thing. I found that cringe. So yeah, these are Negan's people, and I also need to add. Did I add Virgil? Or Virgil comes later on, I think. Yeah. So they're added. And then who killed Beta? Which character is the character who puts an end to Beta? Oh, yes. Well deserved, in fact. Well deserved. He didn't get to do Alpha, but he does get to do Beta. Abraham v Beta fight. No, that's fucking epic. Guys, that's fucking epic. Yeah. A Beta v Abraham fight. And Abraham fucking stabs the knives in his eye. They actually have like a proper fight. Oh, I like it. Anyway, moving on. Season 10. Who was banging Leah, we're deciding. This is still season 10, though. But we'll do a little evaluation. Wait, Ozzy died, didn't he? He got strangled. Get away, Ozzy. You dead. Dante got killed. Beta, you're dead. Who else am I missing? I think that's okay. I think we're good. Oh. Wait. So after all feeling sorry for Abraham, in the flashbacks, we learned that Abraham was actually cheating. He was cheating on Rosita the whole time with Leah. What a revelation! What a revelation! He was cheating on Rosita the whole time. And maybe that's why he feels the extra guilt. Yeah, he's added. Don't worry. Bro, Abraham, what a scumbag. So anyway, we've got this is our cast. We've got Shumpert, our main character still, along with Eliza, his surrogate daughter, who is still alive and kicking, may I add. She's with Lydia as well. We've got Daryl, who is still alive from the Atlanta camp. So we've got 3 characters from the Atlanta camp: Shumpert, Eliza, and Daryl. Sasha is still kicking. Obviously, she's got her son, Ezekiel Jr. Where is he? There he is. Ezekiel Jr. Abraham's still kicking. He's not got a kid anymore. And then we've also got Hershel, who's Joshua and Annie. Wait, did I add Annie to the list? Yeah, oh yeah, I did. So yeah, I've added Annie as well. So Annie is also back as well with Negan, along with Negan. We're not doing the Riverbend storyline. Fuck that storyline. It's awful. So Gage is deaf. So they all go on a mission to the Reapers. So Negan tells them about the Reapers, and he's like, there was this terrible group who were like the saviors. They came for it. I kind of like that, actually, when Negan kind of comes because he's lost his home. That's kind of like cool, like symbolism, isn't it, though? Like, maybe we can actually see it as well, like a flashback. But Negan tried to be a good survivor, you know, do things like Shumpert, do things like the right way, be like a normal kind of, you know, goodwill survivor. And then his community gets attacked by a bunch of psychopaths, and so he kind of gets to feel the wrath there, and he can be like, yeah, I understand, Shumpert, and I know I escaped prison, and I know I've not been in prison, but you know I'm a good person now, and I've got a son, so like, can you please give us a home? And that's why Negan comes back, because he's got nowhere else to run, and the Reapers obviously were attacking him. And he kind of wants revenge, but also it's a place for food. So we got the Gage death. So someone gets trapped and then has to... Oh, bro. Wait. Before we do that, it's just telling me that Jesus is being a main character now. Actually, no, fuck it. Why not? We'll do Jesus. We do need to do main characters, though. But I kind of like that, actually. Shumpert leaving Jesus, the fucking pacifist, because he was a pacifist in the main show. Although I did think he killed someone before. But maybe he's like, you're siding with Negan, Shumpert. You've gone down a bad path. And then when he gets trapped, Shumpert's like, I'm sorry, I can't. And Jesus is like, liar. Don't you know what? Fuck it. Fuck Jesus. He gets that death. But I do need to do main characters thinking of that. But that's kind of a big character to have there as a death. But... new main characters. So season 11 has 19 main characters, but I hate that, so we're just going to do 10. 19 main characters is insane. So which characters should we... Or anyone who justifies it, we'll just say that. So I think probably Yumiko probably justifies it. Wait, actually no, because there isn't 10, because we've also got these 3. We've got to account for these 3 who are obviously off doing their mission. So we'll add Yumiko, because why not? And I feel like Dwight probably deserves it too. Yeah, Dwight probably deserves it. And probably Lydia. Yeah, I'll give it to Lydia. Sherry, no. Denise, no. Sadiq, maybe? Maybe Denise, I don't know. She is Tara's girlfriend, and Tara recently died as well, and I don't know, maybe Lily's kind of comforting her. So, and she's like a doctor character, so we'll chuck her in, because she's been around for longer than longer than Sadiq. So yeah, so we'll do those. So those 11 plus those 3, so we've got 14. I'm not doing 19 characters. That's ridiculous. So ridiculous. They gave 19 characters, and they realize why they. And people realize why does season 11 has more episodes, but they double the cast, like in terms of main character. Too many goddamn characters. They should have done what I did and had an absolute massacre at the Pikes. Trim the fat, okay? We're gonna trim the fat. Right. Anyway, Cole's death. So who gets the Cole death? Yeah. So Jesus, being the pacifist, Shumpert leaves him there to stab himself. So on the mission, we lose Alec. Poor Alec, our highwayman. He gets killed by those G-Dam Reapers. And then we've also got Duncan's death as well. Bro. How's it out for our main characters? Sadiq gets shish kebabbed. That feels insensitive, considering he's Arabic. Yeah, he gets shish kebabbed and then he's eventually put down. And then we've got Agatha's death as well. Bro, Rachel goes on the mission too. Rachel gets killed as well. Poor Rachel gets devoured by walkers on this mission. And then we've got Frost's death. So which character is kidnapped and interrogated and then eventually killed? It's Cole. So Cole gets Frost's death. Gets kidnapped by the Reapers, interrogated. And I guess Abraham also infiltrates the Reapers. So I'll add Leah to this list briefly. Because what we're going to do is we're going to allow her to potentially kill Pope. Okay. Bit random, but Noah stepping up to the plate. And he's the guy who kills Pope. And which character kills Brandon Carver? Who kills Carver? Lily. I guess Lily came on this mission too. They're all doing something. Lily kills Carver to help Negan out, I guess. And then Alden's death. So which main character gets the Alden death? So they also came on the mission, but they got injured by a Reaper. And then eventually we find out that makes no sense. Although it would be fine if it was Lily. It can't make Lily because she's already killed Carver, so that can't happen. It can't be Schumpert. We're not having that happen. I'm going to shuffle again. One more roll. I swear to God. Oh, no. That's brutal. No! So, yeah, Lydia came on the mission. She got injured. They left her there. And then she died. So, she's a main character. Not for long. But that's what happened to Alden anyway. Alden was made a main character for, like, a bit. Like, a couple of episodes, basically. Bro is not even a main character, let's be honest. So, we've got Duncan's death. So, we've got Cole, Jesus. So, Jesus died. And I already forgot. Jesus, Alec, Sadiq. So, we lost Alec. We lost Sadiq. Where the hell's Sadiq? Like, imagine that. That's pretty big. We lose Rachel as well. She came on this mission too, because maybe Oceanside's struggling as well. And then we also lost Cole, one of Negan's people, one of Negan's new people. And then Noah kills Pope. Bit random. Lily kills Carver. And Lydia dies as well. We find Lydia in the church. She's turned, but she did kill a Whisperer. And Liza's very sad because she's lost another love interest. Just after Lydia was able to overcome her mother and all that as well. So it's even extra sad. And the three people. So we have to add these guys. So Virgil, Princess. So Virgil, Princess, Mercer. Who else we got? Mercer, Max. Testing my memory here. Testing my memory. Princess, Virgil, Mercer, Max. Tommy and Tommy. I guess we could still have Yumiko meeting Tommy. That still happens. But after. Wait. Think about that. Wait. You're that damn. You're British too. We have a British. We have a British person. His name is Yumiko. Yumiko? What are the chances that there's a British person with the name Yumiko in America? Probably slim to none. That's probably my sister. That's probably what he says. Right. Anyway, done. Add Annie. Or actually, should have done. Who kills Toby Carlson? So which character? I don't know why I have with the Toby Carlson. Maybe Toby Carlson went crazy on Negan's people. I don't know. Okay, there we have Schumpert doing something for once. Schumpert is the one to end Toby Carlson. Very, very cool. Very base to Schumpert to do that. Shoots him off the building and allows him to get his face eaten off. Very cool. Very good. Very good indeed. Eugene and Max are probably still a thing because obviously that was a thing. I would cut the stupid spy story. I hate the spy storyline in season 11. I think it's dreadful. All right, it's fine, but if you're gonna do it, like, just do it in that episode, the first episode. Why leave all that time to do it? And it wasn't even a good reveal anyway because they revealed the act. Like, everyone who was like more than a casual viewer knew the twist was coming because like it wasn't the same actress as the one who was talking to him on the radio. Like, it was this actress talking to him on the radio like in season 9, right? So that was silly. Anyway, yeah. Wait, get out of here. Oh, I can't move them. Oh well. So what do we have next? Marco's death. So who gets shot by Leah whilst at the Commonwealth, or not the Commonwealth, whilst at the hilltop? Obviously, Abraham's trying to it's Elijah. Okay. So Abraham and Negan, I don't know, maybe are trying to stop, put an end. Maybe Shumpert's involved, I don't know. But Elijah is shot and killed by Leah. And then who kills Leah? So obviously Abraham was banging her. Negan's had an altercation with her. But in the end, it's Lily. Bit random. But maybe it's because, I don't know. She's just stepping up to the field, okay? She kills Leah. It saves Abraham as Leah's strangling Abraham to death. She shoots Leah in the head and kills her. Good. Now, who kills Sebastian? So which character pushes Sebastian into a walker and then he dies? We're getting to the end of the video now. I'm losing it a bit. Abraham, okay. I can kind of see that. Abraham's like, you little shit. I'm done with you. I'm done with your shit. He just pushes, what's his name? Sebastian into the walker and kills him. Very, very based. Very based of Abraham. I don't know what I'm saying based for. I find it so cringe. Anyway, who kills Lance? Which character shoots Lance after he tries to pull a fast one on them? Sasha. Okay, I can see that. So Sasha is the one to put an end to Lance and his sneaky behaviour. Good on you, Sash. See you later, Lance. You snake. Haha. And then we've got... Who loses an arm? Okay, so this is Lydia losing her arm. Obviously, Lydia loses her arm. This character is going to have their arm bitten off, and they're going to lose it. Oh, it's Daryl. Okay. So Daryl gets bitten on the arm, and he loses it. So he loses an arm. Daryl loses an arm. Big sad. And then who is shot in the finale? Who gets shot? Okay, no, I like this. So Daryl is bleeding out, and then on top of that, he gets shot. And I think what happens here is Shumpert kind of turns to Eliza, and he says, "We're not going to let another one of our people die." And Eliza, what do you mean? He goes, like, "Are people from the beginning, okay? Remember that small camp at Atlanta when it was your family was there? And, you know, I was with T-Dog, and it was Rick as well. He was, he was having a hard time. There was Shane. All the people we lost. We're not losing Daryl too." So they kind of, like, they begin their shooting. They're like, they're trying their best to keep Daryl alive. So, yeah. Daryl loses an arm, and he's shot, and they're trying to keep him alive. And now we have, how many finale deaths are there? Roll a d20. So how many deaths are we having in the finale? Fuck. Okay. 13 deaths. So in the fight to keep Daryl alive, because everyone loves Daryl, and also maybe they're keeping, in the fight to kind of save the Commonwealth and save their... we lose Connie. She's bitten. Big sad. Daryl's sad. Actually, that works because Connie and Daryl, like, it's quite clear that they set Connie and Daryl as, like, up as a couple. Like, that's very clear. There's so much dialogue, like, little looks between, like, Kelly and Connie, and Connie kind of laughs it off, and Daryl's like, I don't see it that way. Do you know? There's so many hints that they obviously are gonna get together, and they just don't do anything with it. It's kind of like they don't even have like a scene where she's like, Daryl's like, I just want to be friends. To me, it feels set up, right? But they don't do anything with it. It's like a will they, won't they, and then it's like, no, they won't. But that's never really that satisfying. So I feel like Connie kind of sacrificing herself for Daryl, I kind of like that. Anyway, Marco dies as well. He's just a minor character, so that's fine. He just kind of gets devoured. This is what I wanted, right? I wanted, like, minor characters dying. Okay, so we lose Agatha. Agatha as well. Again, these are all right, because these are all minor characters. Oh, no. So we also lose Joshua Smith, a.k.a. Hershel. And Cindy. Okay, let me just... Cindy as well. Let me just keep track, because otherwise I'm going to lose track. So we lost Marco, right? We lost Connie as well. Connie. Marco was just a minor one. Agatha. Who cares about Agatha? But Joshua Smith is a big one, and I feel like I can make this work. Are you ready? Are you ready? So we lose Joshua Smith, who is just Hershel. He's a placeholder. Now I'm really hoping right now that this... Oh, and also we lost Cindy. Duncan. Okay, these are all just... Who gives a fuck about any of these guys anyway? So Duncan... I'm happy that a lot of these are just like the minor characters who no one cares about. Duncan goes as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. Oh, 7. So we'll just keep a note that that's 7. Oh no, Frances. Poor Frances has gone too. She's fighting for, like, I don't know, maybe she doesn't have a whisperer mask, and she's like, I'll divert them away. Like, Frances, no. She's like, just make sure Adam is safe. Make sure Adam is safe. And then, yeah, because obviously Adam would have been kidnapped as well with the other babies. So, yeah, she kind of fights. She kind of, like, sacrifices herself to keep Adam safe, which is all she ever cared about, right? So I think that's kind of nice. I think we're going to do 2 main character deaths. That's what I'm going to go for. So we got 7, 8. It was 13, wasn't it? Princess. Oh, bro, I don't like Princess dying. Oh, well. Princess goes as well. Guys. She just said, guys, just get to safety. Get to safety. No, Princess, no. I don't know. 8, 9, 10. So 2 more. Oh, poor Dwight, man. Sherry goes as well. Sherry... Maybe Sherry dies. Shot by the troopers or some shit, I don't know. I really wanted it to land on Annie, but it's not. I refuse to put Sasha through this torture. I refuse. I refuse to do it. We've already lost 1 kid. I didn't even know Earl was still alive. So we lose Earl as well, that's fine. So Princess, Earl... Sherry as well. So like this. So Princess, Earl, Sherry. So we lost them. Earl just dies to the walkers. Princess, I guess, dies to the walkers. Maybe like Princess maybe dies saving Mercer. Maybe Max and Mercer have been imprisoned, and she makes sure that those guys get out, and she dies in the process. And Mercer's like pissed. He's like, "Alright, I'm gonna fucking kill her now." So why not? Yeah, let's say he kills. I'm going to have someone kill Pamela just for this revenge. And Sherry dies, probably to the troopers. And then on top of that, we're going to have 2 major characters die. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, right? Yeah. So 13. So 2 main characters die. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, I can make this work. So Pamela, So they're trying to defend the hospital, whatever they defend the hospital because they've got Denise obviously on their team. Denise is working on Daryl. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna save him. And then Pamela sends the troops in to wipe out all these people because she's sick of all these people, right? And the troops, they obviously kill Sherry because Dwight and Sherry are trying to defend it. And Dwight's like, they got through, they killed Sherry. And Daryl, and then maybe Pamela's with the troops. She's with the troops because she's like big bad villain mode. And she's like, your friend's already dead. And they shoot Daryl as they shoot Denise, right? They kill the doctor, and then they also shoot Daryl. And then we've got to have now someone kill Pamela. Who kills Pamela? Who wipes her out? They've just shot Daryl in his hospital bed, okay? And we were doing symbolism for season 1 because he's a season 1 character. And Shumpert was in the hospital, and he was trying to save Daryl. And we also lost Denise as well. Where is she? And Tara, you died ages ago. Go away. Negan. Oh, okay. So Negan then, hits Pamela with Lucille and begins to bash her head in, and Shumpert kind of gives Negan a nod, like, yeah, you do that, Negan. You do that. So you got the Elijah, definitely. So she just begins to beat Pamela's head in. That's what we're going with. So Negan beats her to death. And then finally, who is the governor of the Commonwealth at the end of this story? Who becomes the governor of the Commonwealth? To round it all off. She probably deserves it, okay? Sasha becomes the governor of the Commonwealth in the end. Rounding it off. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, let me just check who we got. So, main characters, in the end, we have Shumpert, obviously. Survives. Probably returns to Alexandria, along with his surrogate daughter, Eliza, who also survived the whole thing. Although this did kind of feel like the Eliza show at times. Like, last one felt like the Jimmy show at times. Even though I did remove Jimmy's immunity, and I did remove Eliza's immunity at Season 8, it's still, somehow, it's just how it goes sometimes. But Shumpert was still the main character. It's just he was less, he was just doing more talking and less action. And then we've got, from the next, we've got Season 3 character, Sasha. Of course, Sasha became the leader of the Commonwealth. We've also got Noah. Well, actually, the next one would be Abraham. Abraham, obviously, was banging Leah. Cheated on Rosita. Lost his child. Pretty brutal figure. But in the end, it is what it is. Eugene as well. He obviously got with Max. That still happened, and I guess they had their baby that they named after Rosita. Maybe, who knows? Still might have done that. Sasha as well. I kept Sasha's kid alive because I just couldn't do that to Sasha. That was too much. Dwight, Eliza, Negan, Surgeon. Yeah, Lily. Was Lily alive? Yeah, Lily survived to the end. Anyway, yeah, our survivors are... Oh, shit. So our survivors are Shumpert, Eliza, Sasha, Abraham, and Rosita's child. No, sorry, this is Ezekiel and Sasha's child. Abraham and Rosita's child died. He got piked. Fucking Coco got piked. Abraham, Eugene, Noah, Ron, Lily, Dr. Carson, Dwight, Yumiko, and Luke, and Jules. Luke and Jules live happily ever after. Look at that. Annie's alive as well. Anyway, sorry, what was I saying with the baby dying? I kind of wanted Annie to die as well, but I think Eugene kind of admits to Shumpert, like, I know now, like, what I did to Duane and Michonne was fucked up, okay? And he admits his mistakes to Shumpert, and he's like, but I'm a good person now, I swear. But all of Negan's people died, other than Frost. His main man Frost survived to the end. And then obviously you have Mercer and Max. They're alive. Mercer's pretty sad because he lost Princess. Tommy's alive as well. Probably chilling with Miko and Luke. And also Virgil, because he just tagged along for the fucking ride. There you have it. That is the end of the Shumpert rewrite. I hope you enjoyed. This one felt like it went on for longer than normal. I think I went on for a couple, maybe even 3 hours. Did I break the 3-hour mark? These videos are tough to do. Next video is on Axel. But if you want to see a request, send me money. But I might have to up the amount next time. Next video, I might up the amount, but we'll keep it to £5 now. But I don't know if I'm going to get to all of them. But obviously, just keep it in mind. If you do send me money now, you might not see it till like next month or maybe even 2 months later. There's a possibility because I've got a big list currently. But obviously, if people do, like, say if someone else requests Axel, because Axel's next. But say someone else were to request Axel, like, they would just send me another like $5. That would help out, but then it would like bump them up the list. So I think like Abraham, for example, someone asked for Abraham, someone asked for I got Nick Clark. You know, if someone wanted to see one earlier, they could pay a $5 and they'd get bumped up the list a little bit. Okay, so that's how we'll do it. But maybe next episode I might up it to a tenner because these videos take a lot of fucking work, and I'm basically currently working for less than minimum wage technically. Okay, I'm So maybe I might up the price because these videos are too long. Or alternatively, I'll shorten the videos and we'll do less spins. We'll just do like more main character decisions and we'll leave out some of these minor characters. That's the alternative. But let me know what you think of that anyway. And yeah, and also let me know if you can make me a Discord server. My brain's gone. Bye.